live. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Here we go. Yes, yes, yes. You feel weird saying no music play, but okay. How's everybody doing today? I am Raphael Harry. If I give you the full name, Raphael Oinlaifa Harry, since we are talking about names today. So I am covering on behalf of Rudolph Ogo Okonkwo, your regular host, aka Dr. Damages. So he's not here with us today. He might join us or he might just be watching. But yes, we hope to have fun. And today we are kicking off with a topic that's about we are here to learn. And one thing that I do is I'm a podcaster. I'm the host of White Label American Podcast, a podcast where we use stories from mostly immigrants to tear down artificial walls. And one of my favorite questions to ask on my podcast is, what is the meaning of your name? Or what is the story behind your name? And you'll be surprised about what has come out. So I'll give you an example. 2 episodes ago, the 134th episode of my podcast, I had a guest who was born in Eastern Germany to a family from the Basque part of Spain, but they migrated to Bolivia. So he's Bolivian because he was raised in Bolivia. And his last name in Yoruba is Ayo, the same spelling as Ayo. But he would, over the course of his life, he found out that there's a variation of Ayo in Indonesia, there's a variation of Ayo in French, maybe slight different pronunciations. But he says in the Basque region of Spain, Ayo is pronounced like Ayo in Yoruba, but it's a different meaning. And he loves the Yoruba meaning of Ayo, which is joy. So because I looked it up while we were talking. So, and all the other places have different meanings. So Ayo is like one of those names that apparently has a variation almost in every continent. I wasn't aware of that. But just from asking that question, I got to find out that a name like Ayo is all over the world. You will never know. You just think it's a Yoruba name. Only Yoruba people have access to that name. But other people around the world have that name. And maybe one Yoruba person spread the name around. I don't know. But I'm not here to tell you that. But it's just an example. But I know as a kid, growing up in Benin City, I lived in different parts of Nigeria. But growing up in Benin City, there was, I don't know how it started, but there was this, children, we do our things. And we used to have this joke that make fun of some people's names. I think it was Dumebi that was the one that made us have this story that we used to come up with, that the parents didn't know what name to give the person, so they took a stone and threw the stone into a pond, and they made Dum Dum, and hey, now from there the name come out Dumebi. I said, well, now it don't rhyme, but back then as speaking it rhymed, So we came up with, that's how we just created our own story and started imagining names as but that was totally wrong, and now I know better. So I want to learn. So please, if you have you know the meaning of your names, and even if you don't know the meaning of your names and you would like to know the meaning of your names, please come up here, come tell us, come share with us, because we are here to learn. It's a learning process, and we'll still have other topics. Maybe by the hour we'll try something else, but we are starting with the story and the meaning behind your names. So we have Paul already in the studio, and hopefully more people will join, because we cannot have only Roboman here, because Robo people have strong names. They have strong names. I think Robo is the names that I still struggle with. So, before I go to you, Paul, let me officially give you my names. So the names everybody know me by is Raphael Harry, which when I was in Benin, people would say Rafaeli. I don't know where the E come from, but Rafaeli. And then when I was in Ibadan, it was Rafael. And then when I moved to America, I became Raphael. Ovie no get Ovie take no get link. Yeah, Ovie. That's how you know say na naughty pikin. Let's help Ovie out. Ovie, let me find the link for you. Oh wait, I got it. See, you are lucky. I'm a nice moderator, so I will I will help you out, Ovi. All right, here you go. You don't have the link. I have posted the link. Oh, did I post the right link? Oh no, sorry. Disregard that one. Oh no, how that link take come there? That's technical issues. Oh yes. Oh, I know what happened there. So, I was about to speak German. Entschuldigung. Well, I still speak it. Entschuldigung. All right. Let's see. Copy to clipboard. All right. Now click that link. That link will carry to my podcast. But I mean, you can still go and listen to my podcast too, because I released a new episode today. That was claimed. That was like Tinubu people that got control of my hand there. All right, I've posted the correct link now. I know say Ovie go they jump now. Say well, Squanquan show too. That All right, Ovie, come in, because we want to hear whether Ovie know his name. So that's another question. Let me delete that wrong link that I put there. Hide that one. And I didn't think they even entered there twice. All right, I think it should be gone, right? Oh no, wrong. Well. Obvious, yeah. Look at his non-innocent smile.
Yeah, your first day on the job. I
Yeah,
you deserve to be fired.
When you hear this sound, it means silence. Ben Mouchon. That's the one I bring and come. When you hear this one, it means say, oh yeah, stand at attention. Or go corner.
Ralph, you don't kill that Yoruba finish.
I know.
I tell
you. We need to start GoFundMe for the Yoruba, because the Yoruba don't die.
Really, GoFundMe to my. I have the page. I will give you the link. All of you.
The Yoruba is that when you hear that thing, Panwede.
Okay. This man go bring the thick Yoruba like this. Where if you make my hair grow, come back. My afro where I've been lost for 2022. Keep bring it, come back.
I'm in Nigeria. I'm not a Yoruba man.
Let us not stray from the topic. So before Ovie came and interrupted a good storyteller like myself and made me deviate from the issue of the day, I was about to tell you the meaning of my names. So my first name is Raphael, and a lot of people have been trying to change that name, and it depends on where I am. I don't even know what Hausa people will call Raphael itself, but I'm pretty sure Hausa people have their own variation for my name. Maybe they'll call me Rafiu or something. But Raphael is actually
Raphael. It will be Raphael.
So Raphael is actually a Hebrew name. I found out when I was about age 10 or 11. My elder sister had a book of names and meaning of names before her last born before she had her last born. So I was lucky to read the meaning of names. Of course, they didn't have Nigerian traditional names in the books. So I got to see Raphael, and Raphael is a Hebrew name, which means healing of God. So that's how I found out that Raphael is not actually an English name. And my Ijaw name is Oyin Laifa, which the shortened version is Laifa, which for some reason some people be biting their tongue to pronounce that one. I said, then what will you do when you see Perekibina? That and the longer Ijaw name, but they be like, what Oyin Laifa is the guy? Yeah, get out of here. That's easy name. Yeah, acting like So Oyin Laifa and Tubo Laifa is similar names, which means nothing supersedes a higher being, which I believe was the original version, but we've all converted to Christianity, so it's nothing supersedes God that we go by today. And then the last name is Harry, which is the same meaning as Henry, which is a Celtic name, but in Nigeria I would say it's English name, but it's actually Celtic, and it's a rich, powerful Lord. So yeah, some people, my family have changed that, because in the English word, Harry means a fool, but that's if you go by the English word in that dictionary. But I had a cousin who, when he found Jesus, the thing became issue, because the guy said we need deliverance from that name. I said, my brother, go sit down one place. I've seen the meaning of the name, so it means something different from what you are going by. So those are the meaning of my names. My daughter's names, her first, well, I don't call it her first name because when she gets old enough to decide, she'll decide what name is her first name. But her German name is, it means Claire, which there's an English version, but it's just a difference of spelling. Is C, the more English, the more familiar version is with C. The German version is with K, so it means Claire. My mom gave her the John name, which means a good woman, and then she has my last name, so those are her names. So yeah, let's go with Paul, because now Paul first show up to school and he will break down robo names for us. And if you want to add some other names on top, and yes, please take us, because we don't say, oh, you need to go spy book to make sure say you know a name, because this one so thing Ovie has been on, we are not sure Ovie even knows where it comes from. So please go ahead. When more people come on, then I'll start the timer. But for now, the floor is yours.
Yeah, my names are Imweje Voke.
It's strong. It's strong. I bring Guinness. Come, this juice why they drink no strong rich.
Yeah, Imweje Voke, but we have the shorter version, which I believe every one of you will know. Voke.
Voke. How from that name Voke take come out?
Well, if you call only Voke, you cannot find the meaning. But if you call the full pronunciation, then you can find the meaning. The full meaning is everything has time. You understand? Yeah. You know, but when you want to say Voke, or now in Yoruba, now if you want to say time, you say okay. But my name is Voke, Voke.
Wow. You know, I thought you said fuck it. I thought you mean fuck it.
Hey, you want to demonetize the video? Don't do that to me on my day of. Wait, let me ring my. Okay.
Raph, threaten with scissors.
Scissors. I guess scissors. Where the scissors? I won't get better one. This one strong, better as scissors.
Correct. That one go bad well.
You know, this one no, cut the finger. It go clack.
That you won't cut the whole mouth, John teeth and tongue at once with that.
Only the tongue we will do.
Because what my dad did, I kind of respect my dad to some extent. You know, maybe because of the education that my dad have. So my father is those type of father that still create room for my mother to also name a child, which many parents don't really want to do much.
Yeah.
So my mother take it upon herself to give every one of us Christian name. You know, you don't take away that scam, don't they? You understand? So my mother so my name is Paul. So my mother gave me Paul, and the meaning of Paul in Paul is a Roman name. You understand? It either means humble or small. You know, so these are my name. Then my daughter name also kind of the same way like my name too, has a full version and a shorter version. Ogene Kewe Agogo. Which we just call Agogo. You know, so God has given me happiness. So Agogo is happiness. You know, so you say Ogene Kewe Agogo, but you call her Agogo. I think there are other names Divine. You know, funny enough, I've been loving for a very long time this name called Becky. I really wanted to name my daughter Becky. So when I have a child, I'll name her Becky.
Why? I'm curious now.
I still can't explain. Maybe it's the first girl that I have crush with. I don't know. You know.
Hold on. Onoche, can you mute yourself, please? When we get to you. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
So maybe it was the first girl that I have crush with. I don't know, but I just really like that name. Then suddenly that day my wife was pregnant and I met a friend who talks too much. You understand? But funny enough, this friend just told me that he said, this child gonna be your divine child, because my brother, I really play well at the time. You know, I really play, had fun and every other thing. So he said, this will be a divine child. This will change your course in life. You know, so that name just dwelled in me. So when I had the child, I told my dad. So when I told my dad actually bring the name, because that's what we do. So my father gave me the name Ogeneke Wagogo. Then I asked my mother. My mother also brought her own name, called it Tive. This is my own, you know. So when my mother brought the name, then I just put all the names together. Of course, I just need only 2. So I stick with Divine because I kind of feel like Divine is my own. Because ordinarily, I would have named her Becky. But somewhere along the line, that thing, the way my friend told me, this is a divine child, it just catches up with me. And so I just press, so getting to the hospital and everything, I just registered the name, Ogeneke Wagogo and Divine. And then she loved the name so much. Then my son too also has a very strong name, which my son hates his name to death. I believe my son first money after 18, he just use it to go change his name. That I can tell. He don't like his name. My son name is Barobo. Barobo simply means supreme. You understand? But he don't like that name because nobody can even pronounce his name in class everywhere he goes. So he fondly tell people, "What is your name?" My name is Success. His middle name is Success. So he tell everybody he had issues like 3 times in school. So I had to tell him, well, you're just going to keep failing yourself when you keep writing Success, and your teacher will say they didn't see your homework, they didn't see your work, your paper, and every other thing. So I strongly believe he's going to change his name. But other than that, these are my kids' names. Do we really want to talk about, I think I've talked about the name, the meaning. Do we want to talk about the importance or belief that this meaning of names work with people? That I don't really know.
Wait. We just need to. We are starting with meaning of names. Don't jump ahead. You are cheating. Don't go. Don't
Sorry, moderator. Somebody is asking you that they should need to turn on a camera on the private chat. And I would say yes. But you don't put that on that. You put that on with that.
Well, you are jumping ahead. OVA. Let me ring the bell again. Look, I was going to address that, but she's a regular, so I was giving her I was going to welcome her, and welcome our brother Onochie and say, yes, but if you don't have your camera on and I don't know you, I'm not going to bring you on stage. So I know Omoye's corner, so that's why I brought her on stage. But please, you have to turn on your
we
camera.
don't know him. We don't know him. I don't know. I'm curious.
You don't know him? Okay. Yeah. Well, OVA. While you are speaking, because now you need to talk now. Omoye will turn on our camera. All right. OVA, since you have volunteered, now tell us the meaning of your names.
He's a volunteer. My names are, very simple. My names are Ovie, Frederick. Those are the 2 names I have. One was given to me by my parent, the other one by my brother. Anyway, and Ovie, I think we shared that.
Your brother now, senior, junior? Because I know
maybe last
from Zimbabwe, where the firstborn gave her name.
Oh no, maybe last born.
Nobody. It makes sense.
Oh God! All right, I think I don't go further before you have a lot to say. If I begin further on that, yeah, Ovie. I mean, Ovie means king. I think there are other tribe in Delta State that bear that. Isoko people bear the same name too, and it has the same meaning. Why Frederick is a German? Yeah,
no,
Frederick
is. I make a laugh. I only get more familiar with Ovie from Delta State. So anytime I hear Ovie, I always assume Delta State.
Urobo and Isoko. Then I think Ishan people also fondly call it like
with the Akoko Edo from Edo State. We get that. You have a lot of similarity in terms of some words with the Isoko people too. I don't know how that comes. I've never actually dived into the history, but so it means king. And Frederick is the English version of, it's a German name, but German call it Friedrich. So the Frederick is the English version of the German, which means a peaceful ruler. Because in Germany, that Fried mean peace, while rich mean ruler or power. So if you join
German for you, I get German for you as the German now.
So if you join the two together, you understand how it correlates. Ovie means king, Frederick a peaceful ruler. So as you understand, I'm a king and I'm very peaceful. You know, you can.
No. You're not right. You're not right. How they give the wrong person? They look, they two combine with you. Now you can't be catastrophic like this.
So,
Catastrophic in Casablanca.
if once you come closer to my palace, you understand where that how peaceful I am with my subjects.
You where your palace go for Grayon. You where they go everywhere. You say you get palace.
I get palace.
Mobile palace. Mobile palace.
I'm on adventure cruise. I get palace. So I get kingdom. One small kingdom did they wait. Anyway, yes. I and again, I'm the last of 14 kids. So
wow.
And for some reason, everybody they bear Yoruba name except me. Everybody was named Yoruba name. All my siblings. Even my dad named na Yoruba Agbaje. My mom named na Yoruba name.
Have you ever asked if there's any story, any reason why not only you not get Yoruba name?
No be now way other Nigerians they cry they full and they colonize it. Now Yoruba people best colonize us now. They just they oppress us anyhow.
I beg, emergency, please. Emergency.
Yes, I'm not sure. Yes.
Emergency. When I was in Italy as a student, they asked me how many we were in the family. I said we are 10, 4 boys and 6 girls. You know the next question, do people have television in the house? They ask if we have television in the house. I want to ask you the same question. If they have television in their house.
Not growing up, I didn't see anyone actually. I know, but again, my own. That's why I say if I go deep into my family, they're very unique. My dad had 5 wives, right? Each woman has 2 boys. None have 1 or 3, so we'll be 10 guys. Then with 4 with 4 women.
Yeah.
By
that calculation, that's actually a decent number of children to be.
Yes.
That number of wives.
As we speak, I have about 4 brothers who are in their 80s. So I'm a product of an old parent. So all my brothers don't grow old, they don't go their journey before I was even born. So my brothers are in their 80s, 70s, 60s, 40 than me. So now old. But yes, all of them had Yoruba name, and I was given Ovi during the period of my dad's coronation. Not be the same day, but it was during that period. So I think that's what I informed why they gave me that name, Ovi.
So we're supposed to call you Prince now, Prince.
No, I'm a king. Don't reduce me to that.
So wait, your papa still there alive?
No, it all go a long time ago. So I'm a king.
So you're the king in absentia. You're supposed to stay village, they rule now.
Hey, make I live my life first now. Let me be groovy first. Let me see the world.
We are moving on. At the ring bell for you. Next, the next person.
Those are the meaning of my name.
Well, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. All right, Nochi, can you share with us the meaning of your names and if there's any story behind how you ended up with your names?
My name.
Welcome to the show.
My name. I'm Onochie. If you don't like your position, I will take it. That is Onochie, the place.
Onochie, okay.
Onochie is the place.
You don't need to knock me with violence now.
No. It means the place. Because the one before me died.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was worried about me being moderator all of a sudden. But okay, now my position is safe.
However, it's applicable. At the place, I go just like Jonathan. Go anywhere you replace, So it's the last. Me, I'm the 4th.
Okay.
In the family. I have girls before me. Then the first man, father of the family, died late from Anambra. Am I done? Do I say more about myself?
Yeah. I'm hearing. We are hearing the story.
Oh my God! Born in Lagos, troublemaker.
Okay. So you are the first boy, man in the family, right? So there were only girls before you.
Yeah, girls before me. But then I
But since your name,
other girls after me, because they are 6.
Okay, and you said you're 10 in the family, right?
Yeah, 10. Yeah, but now 3 late.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
3 late. Dad late. My mom struggling with initial, at the beginning of dementia. She always forget. She will call me now. She will call me again. She'll forget that she's called. Old age.
Yep, that's tough.
87 years now. But
that's tough.
No problem. She's fine. Only she will call you. She will forget. She will call you again. That's her problem.
Yeah.
For the rest, one wife, not like his father. One wife, 3 kids. My mom told me if she had born 3, I will not exist. And I need more children. I said, but will you help me to train them? She said, but but things are easy. I said, no, it's not easy as you think, Mama. It's not easy. Yeah, everybody's working. So that's it.
Yeah, I understand what the parents mean when they say things are easy, because the interpretation that they are coming with, they look at it like we have everything easier than them. So they just say, from their point of view, it's easy, but they don't understand that we also have our struggles too.
During their own time, they will leave you with the neighbor. Neighbor will look after you. Here, if you do it, police will carry you.
Well, you can also do it. It's not like you can't, but at the same time, we don't talk about the things that went wrong when we left children with other people. We only talk as if everything went perfectly. But that's a topic for another day. We won't stray away from the point, because
sorry to
interject.
So they say now money will take train 1, now you go fit take train 3, 4 for as many as they can.
Exactly.
So they tell me our
because it's set up now, because it's easy to say. If you born 10 children, then you say make Peking go born 10 children. Who they born the 10? We know they talk that one.
No way. No way.
All right.
Sorry, Raphael. Before you go to Onoye, I observe one thing. I did see your beers and poor beers are looking alike. That's a sign of financial freedom where I come from. When I don't go the next level, when I on the way now.
Okay,
I see.
I tell you something quickly before I move on to our sister. You remember in the 1992 elections? Was it 92 elections when John Odige win Edo State election, right? When he beat Lucky Benedion. So when John Odige, Oyegun, John Oyegun, when he was campaigning, right? I still remember when the guy had this commercial when he come TV. He said, "You see, this might be a beer, the silver. You see silver for my beer. It's a sign of experience. It shows that you can trust me and I can rule Edo State better than anybody. I'll be a good governor for you." And this, I say, I'm speaking. So the next day, when we come to school, at the primary school, then Army Brigade Primary School for Igboban. Igboban Simi, how they call that place? Igboban Simi. The next day, everybody had to find gray hair for their primary school. Because we all think, because we they go to the same church with John Oyegu, then we they go to the same St. Paul's Catholic Church. So all of us now, our man then, they find gray hair. I get one gray hair. Yeah, that's wise. I wish get out of here.
Get out of here, man.
But yeah, let's welcome Omoye's Corner. Now
I know why you hide that. Now I know why you know what reveal her. So this is it, eh?
No, I watched him here today now. Watch him before I came on.
No, I'm talking about why you don't go and bring her on screen. This is why I can see.
Well, because she's shine, CC.
Onoye, I'm a king. So now, in case you know hear my meaning, I'm a king. So
We never see your crown. You never invite us on coronation. So we'll do that South African guy. We claim Zulu king.
Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
Without killing lion. You know, kill lion. You only claim king.
This your name of yourself na scam. Because my friend's son is here of you. So and this only last one won't become king again. So many people
we had Ovie whiskey one time. Ovie whiskey.
Oh, that's my whiskey.
Yeah,
my papa know who will be a peaceful ruler. That's why they wait till I come.
That is to be determined.
Ovie, so, the first time your papa drink American dry gin.
Nah.
Okay. Order. No, you're delaying my sister from speaking. All right. We'll do. Yes. All right. Omoye's corner. We can't hear you.
My palace is not the queen. In case.
Ovie, stop using your 3G network to hijack my sister.
No, I'm just letting her know. My palace is not the queen. I'm still looking for the queen. So.
I don't hear your voice. Where the mute button? They might mute this guy. Wait, what's happening? No, I can't hear you.
No worry, I go mute myself. No worry.
Nah, you don't pursue. See, Ovie. This is why you need to go and kill a lion like that, Zulu king. Wait, in fact, now let me ask you this question quickly before you come back. What is king supposed to do before coronation for your area? Which animal are supposed to kill?
What about now? Now they hear me.
Excellent. Okay, remember that question, Ovie. No, Google anything. We will answer that question. We'll come back to you. Oh, yeah, mute yourself, every other person. Let me hear Omoye. Welcome to the show, my sister. You're looking fabulous as always.
Thank you. I still make I comb my hair. I was my hair scatter. As if I show up the way I be, hey, everybody go run. So
you see, I didn't feel like combing my hair. Now I just knock my
I don't get face cap. I don't get face cap like that. So I still make I comb my house. Now well done. No, greetings everyone. Greetings, Oga Paul, Oga Ovie, that is self-proclaimed king without a palace. When you become king, when you know invite us, we can give you offering.
Give us
no offering.
You are qualified to be the queen. Don't worry, I will reach out.
Okay, all right. So what are we talking about? Names, right?
Yes, want to know the meaning of your name or your names, and if there's any story behind your parents giving you those names.
Okay. Me, I don't know if there's a story, but my name is Omoye, right? As you can see, but it's Omoyeme, meaning precious child. I think I asked long time ago, and they said they gave me the name precious child. So that's what Omoyeme means. So yeah, so that's the meaning of my name, precious child.
Okay. Yeah, that's
do you mind where's that from? Sorry, do you mind where's that from?
It's Ishan, Edo State.
Okay. Because my place now, because my place would say Omoyime, that is my child.
Ah, wow.
Omoyime.
Interesting.
That's why it's good to ask this question, because you find out how connected people are by names. And you know, the world is not really as big as we think it is. Like I've had a lot of people on my podcast. Almost all the Yoruba people, their names are tied to Arabic. And it's when they are telling me the meaning of their names that I start realizing that it's just the Yoruba accent that has changed the pronunciation of the names. So when I was living in Ibadan, I'll be like, so actually that name is been Yorubanized. Let me put it that way, with the way they pronounce it. But it's an Arabic name. But I was just thinking that it's a Yoruba name, but it's actually Arabic. And then
so my mom is yelling from the other side and saying that your name means I love children. She said your name. She says your name means I love children. I like children. I like Omo.
Okay.
All right, Mama, I've heard.
Ask your mama if there's why she gave you that
name.
Okay,
Mama, what's the story behind my name? Why not give me Omoyeme?
Mama can come on camera too if she wants to.
She doesn't want to. Okay. Oh, okay. So she said the reason why they gave me that name, and I'm hearing it for the first time. Oh, now we they hear them at the same time.
All of us together.
We they hear at the same time. The reason why they gave me the name is that my mom had girls first. So we're like 4 girls. So I'm the 3rd child. So she had girls. So when she gave birth to me again, my dad's people were stressing my dad and herself that again, girl again. Wait, man, now, right? So they stressed. So my dad in response to them now said, "Oh yeah, me, oh more yeah me, oh now you're me. I like this one." So that's what she. Now I know. I don't know before. See,
Now,
that's why it's good to ask that question. What's the story behind
the name? I'm glad we asked. Now the internet now knows at the same time as me.
Now,
everybody, we learn together.
Ask your mom about my kingdom. She knows. It's just down the street from where she's from.
What's your kingdom? What's the name of your kingdom? Mommy, you know where Okoso be? You know where Okoso be?
Ososo. It's OSOSO.
Ososo. Where, mommy? Akoko Edo side.
She know my kingdom. She know. Don't worry. You are coming home as the queen. You are coming home.
Can you ask your mommy if she knows the king? Who's the correct king?
Mommy, you know the king of Ososo. Mama say no. So that means that defeats obvious argument right now.
Rafael, one God has joined together, don't put us under. A king just find a queen. A king just find a queen. And I'm not combine my kingdom. So don't do that.
Ovia is the king. Ovia is the king.
Ovia is the king.
I'm the
king. Wait. Okay, wait. Let's get order. Let's do the order. So wait, first, we don't do free wife here. Yes, we are in America, but they still collect dowry and all that kind of good things. And being the moderator here on behalf of Rudolph, I'm the one who has to determine what the dowry will be. And,
Thank you.
So the negotiations have to be done properly.
Exactly.
And as a royalty, you will get royal bill. You understand?
Royally.
Yeah, we add the R to the royalty, and you can't just be claiming. Yeah, you claim king now. I studied the Zulu nation.
Claim. I'm not claiming it.
My friend, until I see you go and hunt that lion like that Zulu king did, and he killed the lion, and then they put the lion skin for his body like Zamunda. I say, wow, these people are serious. So other kings then now they do all this kind of work. Just with the fight, say, I mean, supposed to be king. This guy went and killed lion. My friend, you need to start first. But if you want to avoid that, just go straight to the dowry. We can still, negotiate those matters.
This is 2022. We hunt lioness, and I just find one on your platform. I'm hunting her right now.
Moving on to the next. We are moving on. Paul, you had a statement / question about meaning of names. Before I even go to that question, you said something which I would like to touch on about your son not liking his name because you gave him one of those strong robo names that shake ground. Robo names always shake ground. I don't think I've heard any robo name that didn't shake ground. All robo names always shake ground. Shake everywhere. I don't know, robo names. The robo names always shake. I almost thought about getting robo name for my daughter, but I was like, I'm going to struggle to pronounce the name for my own. So
you want to tell me if it is shake ground, Ufoma.
My friend, why I was just giving, I was praising you people's names, and you went and just dabaru the whole thing.
Yes,
My friend,
Ugogo, yes, Ugale, yes, Ogale.
that
All
reminds
those
me of
are easy
Ogogo.
now.
That reminds me of Ogogo. I had a crush on one Ogogo. I don't know where that get this.
Yeah,
I
there's
had a crush.
funny enough, there's Ogogo and there's Agogo.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
Agogo.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
no, I
there's
never
O
met
and
There's
an
Ogene,
Agogo.
there's Ogene Karo.
Yeah,
Ogene
Karo.
Karo, yes, that was a common one. Ogene Karo.
There's
But
Coleman.
staying on. No, this not be time to come to give me all the robo names. Nah, you are going too far. So I believe that your son is doing what he's young right now. So that the name will be like, it's a hassle and all this, But the older he gets, he's gonna be like, I love this name. I love this name. I'm glad my dad gave me this name. Watch him. He's gonna claim that name. He's gonna make that name his first name and be telling people, you better call me by this name. You're gonna see. He's gonna be very militant about the name. I believe that because this younger generation, they're the ones who do that a lot. They act like it's tough, with the names because kids are mean. Kids do all that drama, but with time they claim the name with so much pride. Now you go to say, go hide. Come down with the name. No, it's front and center. So I think the older he gets, he's gonna come back to the name and be like, oh yeah, I love my name. Even though
I tried like the last year, the last NBA, not this one, the last NBA final. I remember the Anete Combo thing and everything.
Yeah.
So I told him, I said, look at this guy. He's in Nigeria. You understand? He said, Dad, look, nobody can pronounce his name. All the commentators, they use his name to make joke. They make fun of him. You understand? And you don't want to get, the people that make fun of you, when you also get mad again, then they get mad that, I'm just only pronouncing the way I can pronounce it. So he always feels bad when they pronounce his name wrongly and he tried to correct them. Then he himself want to do the same game, try to pronounce people's name wrongly. They're quick to get mad because they believe, how come you can't pronounce my name is Jeff, my name is Frank, my name is, stuff like that. So I understand the place he's coming from, but I just make him understand that one thing that I really want you guys to keep this name, I don't know how to speak Urobo. If I speak Urobo, I don't become comedian, you start laughing. That is another Urobo man will start laughing. Because I'm killing.
Because me, I'm not gonna laugh because me, I don't know what they talk. Whether they sell me,
yeah. So because I was born raised in Lagos, so I felt within me that let that name trace where you come from. At least the name first, people will know where you come from. So that's why I choose them to answer the name. For all you care, you can joke. Maybe when you make friends, you can tell friends your middle name, but just keep it as your first name. Which at the time my daughter don't really like it, but right now she like even the way my daughter pronounce her own name. I don't think me now can pronounce it. It's like the way we pronounce a foreigner name. She kind of change it, kind of twist it, a girl, stuff like that. But she likes her name very well. But my son, he don't really like it. When you go outside and everybody just tell him, what's her name? Sussex. I said, boy, remember in school, don't do that. Well, I just hope it's time.
Yeah, I always tell people that I've seen people from different parts of the world, and that's one good thing about New York. You get to meet a lot of people, and like people from Thailand, their names too. They get strong names, like the Russians, Ukrainians, a whole lot of places. But there are some people that make an effort to know how to pronounce the names, depending on what you're doing. So, like, look at the people in the music, composers, orchestra. Look at the names of some of those people. They have long names, and a whole bunch of people don't have a problem pronouncing those names. And I say, how can you learn those people's names? And then when you see some of our names, I'm like, have you tried it? Oh, but
Right.
look, have you tried it? Well, they look, have you tried it? But I say, have you tried it? That's why I just keep asking them. Like, I don't want to mess. I say, try it first. How about you try the name? If you mess it up, I tell you, okay, this is how to say it correctly. Try it. So, like my name, Oyin Laifa, like every time I go to DMV, they're like, oh, what is this? What is you see the best out of sweat. I said, why are you sweating? What are you sweating for? Just pronounce it. Go ahead. pronounce it. I mean, you've already butchered. The easiest one is Raphael. You butcher Raphael because you're calling me Raphael. So you've already changed that name. So you may as well call everything. Why can't you just pronounce everything? Oh, but I don't want to offend you. I'm like, if I was going to be offended, I'd have been offended that you didn't say Raphael. You said Raphael. So just go ahead and pronounce everything. And
coming to
I start from there. Then I make sure they pronounce it, but I make sure like my daughter knows her name is Ebimere. I always give her you have that is part of your name. Whether when you get older you decide that will be your first name or your middle name, that's up to you. But your names, you know your names, and it's part of your identity because yes, you're born in Brooklyn, you're from America, but you're also from 2 other places, and you have names that identify with you. Yes, she's from 2 continents, and you don't erase that. We are from where you're from. It's your heritage. So there's so much to learn there, and it's why
talking about liking name. Growing up, I grew up on North, even though I was born, I grew up on North. And they no sabi pronounce my name. They're going to say obey. So I got so angry. To the point that even all my official document now, they inside. I just Frederick because of that. So and the way they regret them.
So you can't go put the name where they're more difficult to pronounce.
So I don't, because they used to call me Fred. Okay, that's it. And then Ralph, you say you spend much time in Benin, in Edo State. Right?
Yeah.
So what's the meaning of this? When you say you see people they wear this bead, the original one or no be one way you buy for Ring Road. What did them be?
Just because I stayed Benin, no mean say I was a chief.
I'm
not Christian then now. You know how Christian I was.
You don't answer the question be that now. Don't be everybody they wear bead normally.
Yeah, not everybody. Yes, that's true. It's royalty now, royalty. But I don't know of blue. I don't know of blue. Now red I know of.
Yeah, red. Blue they very real. Now special. No before every. No before.
Okay, I tell you one thing. Say me I be military person, so I know of when you say blue. When you say special, say it means a whole totally different thing for us. But make a shout out some people in the comments. Ikena, Acropolis, Nancy. Oh, my Zambian sister. How are you? That's somebody. If you want to come on stage, come tell us some Zambian. Come give us some Zambian. We have room for some people. So let me post the link again so that you can come here.
Ralph, I know you like to travel. You pronounce one name now, Acropolis. You should visit that place in Greece, Athens, Greece. Now,
my gold did there. My gold there for there.
No, I mean, I know that you're not a traveler now. You like it. You go Acropolis. It's over 2,000 years old. Infrastructure.
2,000 years is young. 2,000 years is young.
So there's a lot of history in that place.
Make I ask one question now. So with the names that you people have encountered, you don't ever encounter any name from a different tribe or country where you were like, wow, I didn't think that these people will have a name that reminds me of my people or reminds me of a people that I know of?
Well, for me, apart from the Isoko, that I said earlier on that we have a lot in common, despite that we are kind of, now they divided those states anyway, we would have still be in the same state. But even at that, the cultural difference is so clear that I don't know why our names and other things, they're very similar. But in terms of the Omoye, I understand because from that Ishan land all the way to Akoko Edo, pretty much even the language sound very similar and a very little thing they differentiate on, which is kind of unique to. I don't know if it's unique to Edo State. Edo State pretty much every kilometer apart they speak different languages. Every village you go, if you walk out from one place to another, but a different language that they speak, even though they're very similar. Just like what Omoye said, in my own language also there's Omoyime, Omoyani, Omorafe, Omokagbo, so there's just a lot of them like that goes, they have different similar, but that Omo, which is, as a child, because they attach so many Omoyime, my Pekin, God knows tomorrow, just a lot of things like that. So outside that, I never really, go outside outside within that zone, that Edo Delta, and I actually see other name that is familiar. Well, of course, as I said, we are very influenced by the Yoruba, so
Yeah.
the Yoruba names which is we share boundary with them anyway. From that angle, from that Akoko Edo. After my local government, I think you get to Ondo, the Ondo version of the Yoruba side, Akoko and the rest. So I think based on that, my people actually, like my dad, spend much of his time in Ondo as a farmer then. So the influence is there, but outside that zone, I've not really gone out and hear people that bear names similar to where I'm from. I hear Ivie. Even here in Atlanta, I met one guy that said his name is Ivie, and I was like, "What's the meaning?" He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Can be Bini be that?
Ivie, yes, I think Delta people too. We from our own side, we know be Ivie, yes, but most Ivie that I know are female, which I still don't understand. And another version of my name that Edo people are familiar with is Odafe.
Yeah,
which also means which is also means yeah.
Oh, so
Odafe
is similar. Odafe has the same meaning as Ovie.
Yeah, it's also a king too, but yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
So Odafe.
Yeah,
Odafe. It's more actually because Afe means home. Afe means home. Odafe. So that's like king. If you want to interpret it literally, you go say king home. I be home king. I don't know, but it's more synonymous with Benin people again. That Odafe. Not actually down to our own side. Until when you come up from my own side, they within Benin, the Asian, they will be Odafe. It's even more common than Ovie from my own end.
I knew there was Odafe in my school, and there was Ivie. There was an Ivie who was my classmate, Benin boy. It was actually this guy, Tom Line. I don't know if you remember Tom Line in Benin City, the chief. Tom Line. He was my one of his children was my classmate. He's a lawyer now in Benin City or Lagos, but Ivie is his name. So I always thought of Ivie as a male name, as a name for males. Yeah.
To the funny side, Ovie, that's not like single, like one use English to interpret them. Then Ivie means plural, that is many kings. Ivie.
Oh.
Yes. Wow. Ivie, that's like literally one interpretation is just singular and plural. When you see more than one king in a place, you say, oh, those are Ivies. But one is Ovie.
Ovie, just like what you're talking, like in Urobo, Ovie, they give it to like first son.
Yes, you wanted to say, yeah. I've heard a lot of people say that.
So first son, so like Odafe may like come like second son, tomorrow's king. You understand? It's like he's on the step. You understand? But it's not in the first place. So you understand?
Okay.
So it's just like tomorrow's king, and then also the VA thing. If is more an Edo name. You understand? Some type of Robo. I can't remember how Robo pronounce it, but Robo also have it a little bit different. But it's just like you come from kings, a royal.
Yeah.
I think that name should be.
Wait. We'll play music right now. Please kill the music because that can lead to copyright infringement. So no music in the background, please, because we're not paying money for copywriting. YouTube is very strict on that. So before they take down our video. Yes. So back on track. One name that just popped in my head right now is Asian.
Michael Asian, make it famous.
Yeah, Michael Asian made it famous. But before Michael Asian, that name was only for my people in Cross River.
Really?
Akwa
Ibom or Cross River. Yeah. And then I saw Michael Asian play. I said, how Ghana man came up with Asian? So I wish Viney was here today to come tell us about if there's. I invited some Ghanaians, but I don't think there's any one of them in the chat room. I don't see any of them commenting. So I would have loved to know about, who I don't know anything about Asian's background, but I know of Adebayo's background. I know he had Yoruba parents, but there's also the
Yeah, the
whole
mother.
Yoruba with Togo, Benin Republic. So yeah, that was people cross. It's kind of like Niger. I've actually had somebody on my podcast who he's an actor in Hollywood, not big time yet, but his dad was a lecturer at Abu Zaria, but his dad from Niger. And he was teaching at Zaria when he met his mom. And like the way he says it, like he was conceived in Zaria, but he was born in what's Niger's capital again? Miami, Niamey, isn't it? Niamey, like it's like Miami, Niamey. Yeah. So yeah, that's where he was born. So there's a lot of people like that from Niger and all that, but
it's called
Niamey.
Niamey.
Yeah, but he has French names. I don't think he was born to a Muslim family. So if you just by his names alone, I don't most people will think that will know that he's Nigerian. But when he shared his story on my podcast, I was like, oh, okay, that's yeah. I was expecting an Abubakar, that kind of thing, typical names, right? But Michael Essien is one that is still just like, that because if it was like a name that's synonymous with Lagos State, one of Western Nigeria, I don't think Essien would have surprised me. But it's a name that's synonymous with Southeast or the southern most end of Nigeria to the end. So it's like one extreme of Nigeria to Ghana, and it's like, how did that name come about? What's the connection there? There's a connection there, and I would like to know. So if anybody has an insight to a name like that, and I've also had a guest, one of my guests, who his last name is Aoe. His family, he said he's schooled in Kano, but he's Ghanaian, born in Ghana, but his primary school was in Kano with his parents are working in Kano. His mother's family migrated from Uganda to present-day Ghana. So his mother's family's name is still common in present-day Uganda. And I've met, because there was a guy a Ugandan who I interviewed, and after our the interview, I told him like, I'm going to be interviewing this Ghanaian guy. And he was like, no, that guy's not Ghanaian, he's Ugandan. I was like, no, he's Ghanaian. He's like, no, he's Ugandan. I know his name, Awe, right? Yeah, that guy, he's Ugandan. I was like, why are you arguing with me? I know the guy. He's our family friend. He was like, no, I guess, I don't know if he looked at the guy's names and was like, that guy is Ugandan. All this time he had been thinking he was Ugandan. So it was a shock to him that the guy was Ghanaian. But when I was not interviewing him and he told me,
I don't know how you pronounce it, but if you also pronounce the name Awe, Yoruba also bear that name too.
Say it again.
Awe. Yoruba also bear that name too.
I've heard Awe. I think I've come across an Awe.
Raphael, another thing again that I find very intriguing is the way, like, the Yorubas name their kids, like Babatunde, like that. They don't come back a bit. In far away in Borno State, the Kanuris, they actually have similar meanings to their name, like Iyagana. Iya is mother, Ghana, like the small mama. Iyakura. Iyakura is the big mother. So there's a very similarity in the way they name their kids. That fireplace and the Yorubas, where they name like Babatunde, all those kind of they have their way to in doing that. But again, another question I'm curious here is, some will I say some tribe name their kids after days of the week, like Friday. Yes. You understand? So even in the far north too, they have that, like Laraba, Juma, and all that. But I don't know if the smaller tribes they name their kids like that. Like just from where I come from, I don't see anything like that. Even though we have a local name when we come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, as in days of the week, but we don't actually, I don't have people that bear that name in terms of traditional level, where you go call Friday in a traditional way in my place. Even though Juma, which is, Friday is a common. But I noticed that the Northerners actually, do that a lot. The Laraba, the, Juma, and all that kind of stuff. Name their kids, the days of the week.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that, to be honest.
Ovie, please.
Yes.
How many days make 1 week in Benin? In Edo? How many days make 1 week traditionally?
Traditional, I don't know. I only know the common 7 days. I don't know if there's another. I don't know. I just know it's 7 days now. I'm not aware of
Paul, you people, because in Igbo land is 4 days make 1 week.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I think my place they use market days.
Yeah, Rudolph said that when I was interviewing him.
In my place, we use market days, so we use 9 days.
Use market days
every 9 days.
Small market and big market days. They know how to do that. So, but that's a very interesting question. Something I would like to find out. There could be.
Because someone was saying last time, I was following one guy. He said Igbos don't usually have surname. Their surname is imported from white people that colonize us. That before we don't have surname, we only have your name.
Oh, really?
Yes. We only have your name. It's white men who brought in this surname, blah blah blah, and changement of our.
But again, if I'm not saying you are wrong, but if I want to argue in that space, where we came from, we are known by our family. If you misbehave for us, they go to picking be that.
Okay. What is your name? What is your first name?
Fred, that's Fred, my last.
Right? Fred.
Huh?
They said
yes.
They said Fred, the son of your papa. They call your papa. They are direct papa, not your grandpapa. Son Fred, the son of Ovie. Which Ovie? Ovie, the son of another person. Then grandpapa name will follow. One was explaining last time on YouTube. I said, really? I didn't even know.
But
so
that is
because they actually know you with your parent name, where you they come from. They say, which family that guy come from. Your own name not really matter. That's how much than your family name. Where they come from.
Because white men came, especially these Christians, they came and they brush away our tradition and impose their own on us. That's it. According to these people, these people who are doing research, they say the white people came, mostly Christian, Roman Catholic Church. They push away our tradition, condemn. Yes, some of them are supposed to be condemned. Like those days in my place, they say they kill twins. If they born twins, that is abomination. They'll kill.
Which is I don't believe in that story. There's more to it.
Okay, let me say something. There was it wasn't limited to only us that did that twins killing. But before we go that far, the name thing, actually, even quote unquote white people like Scandinavia, like something like a last name. If you look at Scandinavians, names like Anderson, that was like the beginning of a last name. Anderson is the son of Andrew, and it kind of developed into Anderson, and like that Peterson, and I've forgotten a whole bunch of them, but that was like son of Peter, something like that. But if you go by in a chronological order, last names is also a much more recent thing. It's not because the whole world, not everybody had last names per se. It's a
my father's compound have many surnames.
Yes, but I'm saying that not everybody. It's not like the whole world was operating with white people had surnames too. White people didn't really have surnames. It's also a much more recent thing. But I think it was with where I might agree with you is the advent of Christianity with it spreading. I think it was much more easier to document people, and that might have been where it started. I'm not don't quote 100% on that, but I believe that might have been where it.
I watched a documentary yesterday. I said I will table it to Dr. Daminis. Let him do more research.
Amoya didn't invite us. I just saw her. Okay. Amoya, you need to invite us next time. You can't just be chopping alone. Because you know what they say about people who eat alone.
No, the king is here. So the king is here. She's shy.
He go bury himself, one hand go remain.
I wasn't going that far, but
oh my god.
That's what I say in my village. You dig your grave, come and bury yourself, let us see now.
So by the time I was a young towards the end of my teenage days, approaching my young adult days, I think that's when I found out that I have a Ghanaian name, because I think some of you are already aware that I have Ghanaian heritage too. I have Ghanaian family. So I was born on a Monday. So my name is Kojo because I was born on a Monday. And
okay.
Yeah. So that's how I got to know that I was born on a Monday. I didn't have, my daughter's name is not official. So it's not my Kojo is not on any certificate, but it's just there. It exists. And so, but my daughter is she's well, it depends on which Ghanaian tribe. It's so she's like Ya or she's Abba because she was born on a Thursday.
Yeah, I don't even know any of my children the day they born. I only know the date.
Well, there's one way you can find out. If you,
I was not even there for any of them. True to God, I don't like to see blood or rubbish.
Well, I wouldn't say rubbish, but I understand. I understand, but I tell you one thing: technology has made it easy for you. If you have the dates, you can always just put it in the calendar, and it will tell you what day.
Okay, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so it's true. That technology has solved that issue for us. So
you get one pikin.
Well, I don't even know.
Okay, I'm not trying to get you into trouble, but
there's one guy, there's one chap, like I think is less than 10 years old. The future on was it Channels or Arise News, who can tell all this date offhand. Just tell him your date, backdate time to 1800 whatever, and he will tell you the date. Once you check on computer, the exact date. Now small pikin. They said the school.
Formula. No, there's a formula for it.
This guy did primary school. You understand? Now the school, now classmate person notice, okay, this guy they somehow they take it up to their principal, and this guy he's just different. Just tell him the date of so whatever event back in the days, and he will tell you the exact day of that event that day. All you need just to give him just say 26 of 1822. He will tell you the day.
Does he have a
life?
He's a kid,
a small kid.
Well, does he have a life outside of just reading? That's all.
Guys, they come to him. If they come to him, no, as I said, now picky, where's the primary school? Primary, no, they call her genius.
I saw one Hausa girl. Ask her 11,000 times 17,000. She will give you the answer instantly. Small.
They call her as a genius. That's like
I hope so. For me, I'm still like as far as they don't use that to say the Peking won't play, I'll let the child.
That's another thing. But no, the school take it up.
I've seen too many of that where they just say, "Oh, this child, no, throw more book at them." I'm like, don't deny that child their childhood, and turn them into a robot.
That's another thing too.
Yeah, that's where I come in. Onochi, I have a question for you. So let's say you use technology now and find out your children the day your child was born. Let's just say you one day.
The next day we forget.
Oh my goodness!
The next day we forget because those things don't interest me at all. It's not in my dictionary at all.
He didn't even let me land. Okay, let's go to Paul. Paul, do you know the day on which your kids were born?
Yeah, I think they were both of them were born same day, Wednesday.
Oh, on Wednesday.
Give us the date, let us check. Give us the date, let us check.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think it's November 30, 2005. Yeah, I think I can remember that very well.
I wouldn't have given the date, but so did that play a role in how in their naming? That didn't play any role, being born on a Wednesday.
No, it didn't play any role. I think the only role that played, like when it comes to my daughter, I met a friend on the road going. You understand? This is a friend that talks too much, so it's not somebody that I really want to take his word for anything. But he just told me, Paul, this is going to be a divine child, and it just sank on me. You understand? And like Onoche said, then I also had the experience. I was in the theater when she was born, and I pray not to experience it again. So I didn't experience my son's one. You understand? I thought it's going to be a fun. I thought it's going to be a more bond and everything. But what I experienced, the way they violate my wife, the kind of fear that they put in me. You know, when we see blood, those days, what would they spoil? We go reach us again, our parents go beat us, join up. You understand? So then I saw blood, they violate this woman and everything, you know. It was not a good experience, but when they take the child out, like 10 minutes or thereabout, then they clean the child up, everything, then they brought the child back to me. You understand? My brother, I carried the pikin fear cash back. I said, please. They became be like, my God, fear cash don't fall for my hand. You know? So it's a thing of joy, but I was scared. It was like a shock to me. So I just tell myself that, no, I won't experience this again. In as much as I'm happy, you understand, everything went well smooth, but no. But so the day didn't play any special role. You know, though my younger brother who passed on about 2 months ago, you know.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
Sorry to hear that, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, so he was telling me that, bros, don't worry. It's going to be my day. You know, it's going to be my day. My brother was December 7th and my daughter was November 30th. And the mother is December 10th. So she herself too now was looking forward for it to be that same day. She said if we get to that December going forward, she's going to force the doctor to make it December 10th. So that we share the same day. But it didn't happen.
Babies come out when they want to come out. That's the thing I've learned.
Right.
So our resident king, now without a crown, that's what we call you. until you provide the lion skin.
The kingdom is more important than the crown.
Well, that's not your story. But for now, his part-time royal majesty.
Part-time.
I know, say you haven't officially declared children yet, but
how do you know that?
Oh,
I have a daughter.
You have a?
I have a 5-year-old daughter. Short on 5, in fact, less than 2 weeks ago.
Are we claiming that now, or are we on the record, right?
They claiming. I thought I thought I don't marry before now. I've been divorced.
So she have half of your kingdom now, right?
Why half? Why not the whole kingdom?
Anyway, okay, so as a proud papa of a
November 30th is really Wednesday.
We know the.
Hold on. So you get 5-year-old daughter, right? So you know the day on what day she was born. Did that play a role in her being named? Or
no, man. The names. How did names come about? She's well, let me say, my wife, their mother named her Zurel. She just found the name fascinating for her. And I think she actually told me ahead, say, if we get picking, this is what she's going to name her. and I thought she would forget, but she never forgot. Then
Don't forget that kind of thing.
then our name, the mom name is just like our sister here. Her name is Omokoshe. That's our mother's name. That's a child is beauty. That's child is beauty, right? That's the meaning of Omokoshe. Then so I name Omokunyeni. That's my daughter now. Omokunyeni. That is Bikin. It's more of a character than the beauty. You understand? I don't know if I interpreted it well. Character is more than beauty.
I think you did, because she already sounds like she better pass you.
Then okay, now this is the funny part. I remember. Okay, go ahead.
That name you give your daughter, man, you're supposed to think twice, because children, if you give them a certain name, they won't be happy for life. Trust me. My son, I call him Marvin. In the school, they call him Marble.
Marble.
Marvin
became Marble.
Marvin is Marvin. He said they call him Marble in school. That will change the name.
But that's children being mean and bullying. That's
we are saying make sentence instead of giving them like the one he said. It's like a sentence.
What inform is that character is more than beauty. So I think that's where that came from. But what shocked me the most is that I remember when I called my mother then 2 days before the naming ceremony. I said, now grandparents, they all give their grandchildren their own name too.
Yes.
So I called my mom. I said, what's her name for her granddaughter? She said, Ememi Tenai. And I was like, I thought it was a conversation. The meaning of Ememi Tenai is that, like, how do I put it? That is this me? It's like when it's like maybe you achieve something or you are in presence of something, like you are kind of overwhelmed. Is this me? So when she said Ememi Tenai, I thought like I kept quiet. I was expecting her to continue, because that's kind of like she wants to tell me a story. I said, okay. She said, no, say that's her name. I said, okay. I know. I didn't interrogate her more than that, because it has a very deep meaning. I understand where she's coming from with that name, like Ememi Tenai. Because as I said, I'm the last born, right? I be handbag growing up. So even up to the last that she passed 4 years ago, I have never stayed, 5 or 6 months. I must see her, regardless of anywhere I am in the world. If that 5-6 months reach, she'll find a reason. You understand? She say, oh, she need money. That's the easiest one. I was like, how much you need? Everything no go reach $100. I'll come and say, come. You get children around you. Why do they call me? This is nothing. So I understand the gimmick that you go. So if I don't fall for that, she could say she is sick. Now that one, now I don't get choice. So I have to pack my load anywhere I am in the world. I will just fly. So every 6 months till she. I think when I see they kind of like take the blame, saying Nabi kill her, because that's the first time I actually left her. I didn't see her for over a year, and it's going to 2 years. To the point that when the day she passed, she spoke to me a day before, right? But my sister, I asked our elder sister to go, because she don't want travel, she don't want to come up from village. Then she go sick once she leave. So I said, okay, my sister now decided to say she'll go and stay with her. My sister was in front of her, she don't recognize my sister. But if I call on phone, once you hear my voice, the conversation will go clear. But person go there, I go there. So all those now, I just felt that now just a way for me to say, they come and me just a push her, I'm coming. And before I know, they just tell me, say, man, it's so she actually growing up, as a teenager, you don't want to see any babe, you don't want to see with any babe. If you come out, you see girls, you damn. She don't want to know why the girl did there. You don't want to know you want to see. No. Then as time go on, she come they used to tell me, say, I know this time and age.
You are not a good player.
I don't know if that was.
If I bring girl, Now, as an adult, if I bring girl, the only way I will know that my mom likes the girl now, how she go take respond to her greeting. If she greet my mom, if she know her Sarah and I be say no conversation, that one, you don't like her be that. Don't even come and explain this is who she is. If she just answer her greeting with nose, no matter how I try to explain, no, you know what, yeah, that means you don't like her. Now, as time goes on, she they try to tell me. She don't want to tell me, say, come, you know, go marry, make I see my grandchildren. Now you be that boy, you don't want to go direct. She'll call the tell say, I know this time and age, we know they feel married for people again. I was like, just say it. Tell me that you get paid for church, make I come church. So I think that led to that whole marriage of a thing, and I've never seen her happy. Like for my when I know, I've never seen her happy until like my wedding day. It was something to behold, and even when I finally has a daughter, meet her, she was happy. So as time goes on, I can't actually understand the full meaning of that name. Ememi like, is this me? You know? And yeah, and again, as I said, I'm a product of an old parent. My old man don't in his 80s before he had me. They don't grow, so they didn't even believe that I go even get small muscle self. It's like I was very tiny. They grow up as if say if they slap me, I go break. So when people see me when I they run try with all my muscles, sure they'll come they like. So me not even know, like they don't want to tell me all those stories, but from reaction of people, other people that I know they know where they born me. From their reaction, I was like, why would they act like that? Because they would just say, you know old people from village now. I was like, why are you guys responding? I said, like, nobody believes that you will survive. I was like, but even at that, you know where we come from now, all this juju winch, they go kill you, and it does happen in a way, but even though nobody actually juju do the thing, but anything happen within that, I was in that juju. So because of that, they actually allow any of my siblings come home.
All hygiene they call
but
it.
me, and she won't make her the come village every day, sir. And if I dey village, those way the city they want, they say, come, what you they do for village? I was like, are they free for village now? So there are so many things, but only me. She will tell my sister, no come home, stay with your kids for years, no mind. But me, I must come home. Despite the fact that fear they're around, they go witchy you, they go like, so as time goes on, that name that she named my daughter begins to actually make more sense. Why it does say Ememi Tenor. I was like, okay.
Ememi Tenor. I like the name, Sha. It's a beautiful name. I like the name. So our sister is back, even though she not invites me. I will remember that. I don't hold grudges, but I will just remember that. That's all I will say.
If to say possible, if it was possible to send it through, I would have.
Yeah. No, she's eating the food that she cannot prepare. So now she not go feel brag with them. Now mama cook am. Bagasum na mama cook am. So that's why she hide am.
Well, let me tell you one story.
There's love in sharing.
Let me tell you one story. On Saturday, Omoye order pizza. Send me tracker, but pizza go reach California, and they track them for Arizona. They don't chop pizza finish for California. And they follow tracker. Now biscuit I use sleep.
Wait. Say when we say now biscuits, they use sleep. That which one? Now crackers have been coming biscuits or
very local biscuit. The very local one. So Americans are this scam person. They go say that energy biscuit. It will give you energy for 5 hours.
So, all right, Omoye, welcome back. And
thank you.
So, the same questions that I asked while you were gone, have you come across any name from other cultures or other tribes or ethnicities that reminded you of your people or of other people that you know of that was a surprise to you?
Yeah, absolutely. The Yoruba name Omoyemi is very similar to mine.
Oh yes,
right?
Yes.
So
that's where my mind went to the first time I saw you.
Yeah. So I remember because I went to school in Ibadan. So most of the teachers, they called me Omoyemi. They never called me my Ishan name. They didn't say it like Ishan. They said it like Yoruba name, and it meant yeah, it meant the same thing for them. So it was, I mean, it wasn't a shock because I feel like as a lover of history and a learner of life, student of life, let me put it that way, we're all connected one way or the other. It's funny how you say one thing here, right, and you go to another place and it means something similar or the same even. I also remember meeting a Japanese person one time, and we're having a conversation, and the person asked me where I was from, and I told him, and he was shocked. He was like, Edo? I said, yes. He said, we have that in Japanese.
They have one noche in Japanese.
They have what?
Oh, noche in Japanese.
Oh,
So
I
it's
didn't know
crazy.
that.
It was really weird. And the person was like, because of that, the person started telling me a lot about Japanese culture that I didn't even know, right? So it was like, that name, wow, it's Japanese. And I forget what he said he really meant, to be honest, it's been such a long time. But it was really interesting to find out that miles away from Nigeria, one small Eastern land, somebody outside of the country is bearing the same name. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or
Oh yeah.
we have similar names. They might not mean the exact same thing, but you're like, wow, the same way we say it is the same way. What are the chances that would happen? That tells you a lot. That tells me personally something, that there's something about this world that we will not fully understand, that one way or the other we're connected. And for me, that's why names, I like traditional names a lot. I would rather go with traditional names than go with any other made up name, because those names have more meaning, and whatever you call somebody, that's what they're going to respond to. So if you give somebody a name that is not befitting, that person is going to act out that name that you call them, and the more you call the person, the more that person embodies the meaning of that name. So yeah, I have met, and it's been interesting finding out.
So while you were speaking, I said, let me just type Edo.
Uh-huh.
Edo.
Yeah.
I was saying it in Japanese way, which is in Japanese Edo,
Yeah.
because that was the Edo period in Japan. And
Okay.
I
So
use Google
information, madam.
Translate. Oh,
I'm
wait,
sorry.
hold on,
Information.
Onoche. In Google Translate, the first thing that came up, apparently Basque has Edo or Edo,
Oh
which
wow,
means
France,
no, Basque.
Basque.
Yeah,
Where's Basque?
it's in Spain. It's
In Spain.
one of the regions trying to break out of Spain.
Wow.
So it's
Barcelona.
like I said, no, Barcelona is Catalan.
Oh yeah. I thought
Yeah.
I thought they are.
So like I said at the beginning of this recording, uh, the guest who I had for 2 episodes ago on my podcast, his last name is in Yoruba is Ayo. His parents are from Basque region,
Yeah.
migrated from the Basque region of Spain to Bolivia,
Mhm.
where he grew up. And he was telling me that Ayo is a word also in Indonesia, in French, and in a couple of other languages. So I now told him that, oh, Ayo is a Yoruba name too. And that's how he found out that Ayo exists in Yoruba. And that's how I found out that Ayo exists in the Basque region and in multiple places. And it's fascinating how now I was looking for Edo in Japanese, and then now I find out that Edo exists in Basque language, which, yeah, it's fascinating what you just find out when you're looking for something else. You discover another thing. So I guess now I've learned something. Let me just see what it means. So yeah, it's oh, no, it's switched. I switched it, but yeah, it's fascinating to see what it means in uh, oh, it means awe in Basque. So the one
Hall, Hall.
no awe. So instead of, if you're trying to say awe, so like
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, so in Basque language,
What
means
does it mean in Japanese? You know, let me actually.
um, well, I think it's a period of time.
In
Uh,
Japan.
yeah, so it's not popping up in Google Translate. Yeah, I have to type in what the Edo period means. Hey, you
Edo
stop competing with
Japanese.
me.
So Edo, it says Bay Entrance. That's what it means in Japanese. It says
Hey,
Edo
entrance.
Japanese Bay Entrance or Estuary, also romanized as Jedo or Yedo or
Oh,
Yedo. It's the former name of Tokyo. Can you imagine that? It used to be
oh,
the former name of
of
Tokyo.
Tokyo. Wow,
Wow.
that is. Oh, what was Destiny? Let me not butcher your last name. My Adobe people should pronounce the last name for Destiny. She says we don't whistle at night, and I was with a Japanese guy. He told me that it's forbidden to whistle at night. I asked how did he know that? Yeah, there's something I don't know about Japan with our part of Africa, but I know way before the 12th century. Hey, madam, I'm talking here. Uh, uh, they always come interrupt. Uh, I beg, can you people? What's going on? It's a live broadcast now. Anyway, you see how coup plotters they attack me for here. They want plan coup overthrow me. But anyway, let's come back to the issue. So way before I think it was in the 10th, well before 10th century, probably between 5th and 12th century, an Ethiopian princess was married to a Japanese prince.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
the way royal, like the way we see all these dramas about royal marriages in Western Europe, where well, a Portuguese
Mhm.
princess will be sent to England to go and marry a prince, and they use it to like between two royal houses to tie make a what's it called, a treaty, that kind of thing. I won't attack your kingdom, because you marry my daughter, or we are partying now. The same thing. They were doing it with some African kingdoms where Japanese, I don't know, they knew where Ethiopia was. So if they knew where Ethiopia was, that means they probably knew where the African kingdoms were. And there's records of Japanese marriages happening with African royalty.
Yeah,
So
get
I don't know if
get
other people got married too. But
yeah.
I know of the Ethiopian one. That one is the record I've
Okay.
seen.
I can actually believe that because during the reign of Genghis Khan spread really far. He was very powerful. He conquered a
Yes.
lot. So it must have been during that era that you're probably talking about. It's during the era of Genghis Khan because he was a very
No,
powerful.
no, that was before. Well, Genghis Khan. No, that was later. That was no, that was way after Genghis Khan, because Genghis
Okay.
Khan didn't conquer Africa. He conquered.
No, he didn't conquer Africa, but he was spreading. He
He,
was really close.
he changed the DNA of a lot of people, because from marching from Mongolia to through Central Asia, Europe, yeah, into Europe. Yeah, that guy
Yeah,
changed a lot of DNA.
so he was a Mongol leader from 1162 to 1227.
Okay.
Yeah, so it must have been that period, that era, because
He didn't
Genghis
conquer
Khan,
Japan either. He didn't
but
touch.
he was spreading and having a lot of influence back then. He
Yeah,
was
yeah.
really, his influence was gaining momentum, So I can, because I saw some parts of the documentary where during his reign, his ambition was take to spread that kingdom, right? The Mongol kingdom far, as far as the world is. And he was stretching, and he had people that were ready to do that for him. The man was powerful, though. He's worth reading about. I really
Oh yeah,
enjoyed that.
oh yeah. He really, yeah. That guy really, yeah. He spread really far. Oh, I missed another one from Destiny. Uki means moon in both Edo and in Japan. Oh,
Aha,
definitely.
Uki. Imagine, can you imagine the similarities? Uki.
Uh, African Day. I don't know about the ones you are dropping. I mean, it would be nice too, but yeah,
Uki.
yeah, Destiny. That's not the argument. We're not arguing anything here. We're just talking about. I mean, you can come on stage if you want. You know, I dropped the link and I dropped the link again. Uh, we are just talking about your names, the meaning of your names, and if there's a story behind your names. There's no
Mhm.
one thing people need to recognize is that there's diversity on the continent. We all have different backgrounds and different stories, but we've always been interacting. And
Yeah.
I saw one Ghanaian guy who apparently is a YouTuber. He travels around Africa. Good for him. But he posted something that made me laugh the other day on Twitter that he was at a table with two other Africans, and he said, "Oh, thanks to colonialism, uh, there's three Africans are sitting at a table, and because of colonialism, we speak three different languages." And I'm like, "You Africans were speaking different languages before colonialism." You could have said, because of colonialism, there are three Africans sitting at a table. One is speaking English, one speaks Portuguese, and the other speaks Spanish. That's fair enough. But saying that three Africans sitting at the table and they speak different languages because of colonialism, that's stupid. That would just say that's stupid because you're trying to claim that all Africans spoke one language. No, the whole world has always had different languages. People have you're trying to say everybody was one. This is not this is not Genesis. No. Yeah, everybody has been different. Now you have to recognize that people are different. People are allowed to be different. People
Mm-hmm.
have diversity exists, and recognize it in people. Let people be. So yeah, but at the same time, we have our diversity and we have our similarities in our diversity. That's
Right.
why when I was in Bahrain and I met the first Africans that I will meet over there were Cameroonians, and when we started talking, they were like, "Oh, my guy, you dey chop eba?" I said, "Why not?" They said, "We'll go make eba for you with eru." I said, "What is this eru?" "Oh, we'll make eru with goat meat." I said, "Well, you said goat meat. I'm down. Bring it." So they brought the eba with eru for me the next day. I look at it. I said, "This is why you tell me you bring a dikai kong for me now? What's wrong with you? You don't know a dikai kong soup?" And they look at me like, "What is that?" That's a eru. Now, two of us start. It's like I'm trying to tell you, you should call it a Dikan Kong, as if they are from my side of Nigeria. They are from Cameroon. Yes, probably one time it was the same people, but over time they have been separated. They have gone different. They call it Eru. Who am I to be telling them you should call it Dikan Kong because I think I'm superior to you? That was the stupid thing I did. And then later I found out it wasn't with Dikan Kong, it was Afang soup that was supposed to be there on the Nigerian side. I showed my cousin the picture, say it's Afang soup. You don't even know what it is, and you're trying to tell people, right? He said Dikan. I mean, it tastes good. That's the most important thing for me. So don't just I should the most important the first thing I should have done was just enjoy the moment instead of trying to coach people. And it's like Jollof. You meet Senegal. The people who originated Jollof is Senegal. They find them in Senegal. And the first time I went to a Senegalese, my very good Senegalese friend, I went to their house. Well, no, he invited me to somebody who worked in the Senegalese embassy in Bahrain, and they eat like their Jollof. They eat it like in a basin, and
Mm-hmm.
they eat it with mostly fish. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, if I'm an Indian man, I don't like fish like that. Yeah, except it's like smoked stock fish. I like my fish to feel like meat. I don't like fresh fish like that. So they had like fried fish though. So I said, okay, it's fried fish. Okay, I'm down. But everybody sit down around the big basin of jollof rice and then start digging in. This was pre-COVID time, so it's different time. And now you sit down and I was like, whoa, I'm like, man, this reminds me of back in the days when I used to eat with my cousins, and those guys the food was hot, but it's like they have cooler in their mouth. So they would just be eating fast. I'm taking my time. They're blowing. Before I take 3 spoons, the whole food is gone. Those guys just like whoop, 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 whoop. But it was a great experience because I got to see. That was the first time I tried Senegalese jollof. I saw that they use a different type of rice than we do, and it tasted great. And I was like, but if I come there and say, hey, Nigerians, only our jollof is number one, I would have gone home hungry. They kicked me out of their house. Get out here, man. They're giving you free food. They are still here talking. Come and tell us. I mean, they had yogurt with their jollof. I was like, what? You use yogurt to eat jollof? I've never seen this one before. I beg. Let me try it too. Yeah, I tried it and I had a good time. And then afterwards, I'm telling them, okay, our jollof is still better than your jollof. After I eat my satisfaction. Nah, I didn't do that. Just messing. But that's part of meeting and enjoying other cultures and learning from other cultures. I mean, even technically, what they call this food from biryani. Biryani, you find a lot of biryani from the Arab people to Indian people, and what exactly is different is the amount of spice that they put in it. That's just the difference. And what did our Eastern African brethren, what they call their own again? What they call that? No, their rice meal, like their jollof or biryani. Couscous is more. I thought that's Senegalese also. No. The rice. No, their rice. It starts with a P. It's it will come to me later. But it starts with a P. I don't know why I can't remember it. Pilau. Yes, pilau. Biryani. What exactly is the difference? There's slight differences, but you see that.
Bros, you be Ajala.
My guy.
I said you be Ajala.
That Ajala, what be? I don't tell I hear that word. Ajala.
You don't travel all over the world.
I never travel enough, but they chop their food, they go.
Ajala traveled all over the world.
Food, you can be places through food, So I tell people, man, making I enjoy the food, and through when you eat their food, you can get to know people through that way, and they tell you about, you hear their names. Say, how you say that name again?
Mm-hmm.
I had when I was in the Navy.
Sorry, I'll call you back. I need to do something right away, but I'll call in again.
All right. My favorite supervisor, his name, we used to call him Lee. His name was L.E. He was from Vietnam. So before I came, when I came to the office, everybody called him Lee. So I started calling him Lee. One day, somebody came to our office, another Vietnamese guy. He said, I'm looking for Lei. I said, there's no Lei here. There's a Lee. He said, no, his name is Lei. I said, no, you're not going to tell me the name of my supervisor. My supervisor's name is Lee. He said, the guy is Vietnamese. His name is Lei. Now, I'm trying to tell this guy how to say a Vietnamese name. I didn't realize that I was wrong. So my supervisor comes and put his hand on my shoulder and says, it's okay. Yeah. Actually, my name is Lei. I just allow you people to pronounce my name as Lee. And I was like, oh, that's the day I learned that you should ask people, how do you say your name? Instead of just looking at the name and say, okay, your name is this. No, if just ask, because it's like 2 letters. I say, okay, your name is Lee. Automatically, I call the guy, and that's how I learned that L.E. is not Lee, it's Lei.
Lei, yeah, even in Italian, it's Lei.
So I had to learn the hard way. I was embarrassed. So I had to apologize to the other guy who I was trying to correct. And yeah, so who's African?
Is Lee.
Yeah, it's Lee. But Vasabi like me, I was thinking that it meant all the names were the same.
Ralph, just like the way you call the Lee and Le, the same way, the same Ayo and Ayo.
Ayo and Ayo.
Ayo. Some will pronounce it Ayo, some will say Ayo.
But that's the same spelling, right?
Ayo in Calabar also.
Or you have Ayo in Calabar?
Ayo, because my classmate, Ayo.
How do you spell Ayo?
No, Ayo is like the silent the A. It's still the same spelling. but the A is silent.
I thought it was like EY. So EYO
No,
is not
no.
AO.
It's the same A, but the A is silent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know if I've seen an AO before or met an AO before.
No. It's just a way of pronunciations. You know how they just like to pronounce it.
You know, then I thought the guy is a Yoruba guy. He said no, that is Calabar, Cross River. I said, really?
Wow.
That's a Yoruba name. He said no, it's Calabar name.
Yeah, Akwa Ibom.
Then it was Cross River. You know.
Akwa can't remember.
Oh, wow. AO. So Destiny says AO is both Edo and Yoruba name. Destiny, you sure you don't want to come on the stage? You seem to know a lot about Japanese, Edo, Yoruba names. Wait, is it Ayo? I don't know. Now I want to pronounce it as Ayo. Who's here asking about eating cockroach in China? Cockroach is, I don't think it is that's just a stereotype. It's not only
in China they eat everything in China.
They eat everything in China, but there are other places that eat stuff
Even
like that.
even black people's private part they eat.
Okay.
That's why you say we ourselves too. We eat everything now. Some of the things, just like the way some of them will shock that we eat dog.
Yes.
And if you understand, that's how it is too.
4-4.
You understand?
4-4. I seen 4-4.
No. China eat everything. Eat everything.
Okay, well, before we claim they eat human being, let's draw. Hold on, we are on a we don't want Dr. Damage's show to get pulled down. So please don't make only accusations that you can back up. Please, yes, I know of all variety of animals that are eaten in China. They don't have a limit. When you add human beings now, that is I can't verify the sources of videos.
But they were caught with thousands of.
It's not the whole of China. It's not the whole of China. If you catch, there are cannibals. They've caught cannibals in Germany.
China is big. China is big.
No. They've caught cannibals in United States. We've caught cannibals. There's cannibals everywhere. So that doesn't mean I've never heard anybody say the whole of United States eats human beings or the whole of
no,
Germany.
not in that sense. Not in that sense.
So then we use that. We can't use the same language. We say the whole China eats
in that sense,
human beings. So, but if you say when it comes to animals, yes, Chinese appetite is quite.
I have a lot of Chinese friends.
I have people in China right now. I have somebody the place where he lives, they speak Pidgin English.
They eat everything.
That Igbo boy has been teaching people Pidgin English. I said, Bumu boy, stop doing that.
One poisonous snake. This is my friend was telling me. See, they cook it for 14 hours.
They eat poisonous snakes in Japan too. They even eat live animals in Japan. So that's not.
Ethiopia, they eat raw meat. In Ethiopia.
Raw meat. Yes.
Yeah, it's but there are parts of Nigeria too that eat certain things that like certain animals.
Like lion.
It's not limited to only Nigeria though, but I don't know. So like Ethiopia is in Africa. So, but let's stay on the names. Let's stay on the names. You know, let's stay on the names before we go too far because we're going to start having conspiracy theories. So, I still have this here. People thought I forgot. But I saw one comment that I wanted to highlight. Who's this Destiny? Not OVA. How do you pronounce Destiny last name?
Of Biebo.
I they try see the name. Then I phone at the use so you know they clear for me.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
I put that for screen now. You know, see that for screen.
Oviabo. I be Oviabo. I don't know, man.
That's where you from? Past me. Paul.
I think he's Oviebo.
Oviebo.
It should be Oviebo.
It sounds like we use American pronunciation.
The first B should be silent, I guess.
Yeah, the first B is silent. Oviebo.
Oviebo.
Yeah. Destiny, let us know if we are pronouncing your name properly or we are butchering your name. If we did a good job. Sadiq, I see you. I remember Sadiq. Sadiq is somebody I've known from my Ibadan days. How are you? Long time. Sadiq went to Egypt and caused wahala there. I'm glad to see you're still alive. And African Day, thank you for being with us and commenting a lot. Oh, Destiny said Oviebo. Okay, Destiny said we are correct. So thank you. So yes, African Day says beware of anyone who maltreats animals. He is also barbaric to human.
Now, dear me, I go fight. Now, dear me, African Day go fight.
Well, hold on. What? Destiny says it means it. Your name means a child of a white person. I'm confused.
Oviobo. Oh, Oviobo, all right. I think Oviobo. Obo now white from where I come from. Obo is called white, like white person. Obo, Obo. Yeah, so now light, very light.
Oh.
So yeah.
Destiny, yes, why not if you come on stage, can't tell us this education way they give us. You strong, Shy. You like to type. That's some strong.
Obo, yeah. Now I get it. Sorry, no verse. I know the Obo now wife for where I come from too. That's the meaning of Obo.
Another point deducted from this royalty we'll get here. This our part-time royalty.
Wow.
We can't Fumi Ob. Is that Obo? Fumi Obo in Igbo is Oyinbo. Destiny just to give us a lot of. Okay, let me put it on the screen so it doesn't look like I'm just reading. People can see Fumi Obo and Fumi Obo. I don't think I've ever heard a name like that. Or Yoruba.
See, what part of Destiny? What part of Edo are you from?
Yeah, let us know what part. Come stage, Destiny. Sadiq, I don't know what you're typing there. Sadiq, Sadiq, you're sounding like when you go Egypt, go to cause wahala for there. I think so you don't change some. Sadiq, are you still in
Now Nigeria, you don't get light, oh.
No, I'm not checking London. Not checking Queen's Palace. They behind the chill with Queen Elizabeth. You like trouble.
Wow. Destiny, what part of Edo are you from?
Yeah, Destiny. Oh, your grandpa was white. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I love the earth, so it's energy saving light I have.
Good man there. Good man there. I feel you on that. Oh, from Benin. Our people, my people. Benin people. You be royalty. If you be royalty, we read royalty. That Benin royalty, the only royalty when they say I be royalty, I won't follow you fight. You just start to run.
I remember when one my immediate elder brother, Karika go hit one of the palace chief, Moto. he no greet talk for house. Before we just sit down for house one day, now we see like 5 chiefs enter the house. Wait till they happen. He said, tell you now. We say we don't know. Then I asked them, they hit our car. Now everybody just pull up like that. People know they argue once they show up like that. Even though they at fault, it don't matter. You have to follow them. Give them what they want.
You forget the word, the gods are not to be blamed.
Hello for JSS2.
My grandpa was white.
One of our classmates. Yeah, she was our classmate or a set above. That girl, she had another girl. That one out, yeah, she fight with one robo girl. So we'll go meet for corner. We go meet for corner outside school. They go meet for outside school. Big mistake this robo girl make. big mistake, because when they reach corner, like this Benin girl say, let me tell you, first of all, the girls have to do this. I am a royal family. All the boys first confused. They say, what is this? Royal family. What do I mean? He say, I am royal family. we are not hiding. We not getting to hide. We know the shame. The girl, yeah, so we go with Benson in the house school, what of it. So, we are Christians now. We are all good Christians. So you're like, what are you doing? There are boys here. Cover your body and all this. I'm from royal family. Oh, shirts don't fly. Skirts don't. I'm from royal family. We are going to fight. Confusion now. All the boys are like, how you separate this fight now? It's the robot girl now. Don't need that bag. Oh, please put on your clothes. Please put on your clothes. I am from royal. I am from royal family. I don't. If you are not naked, I'm from royal family. How do you fight a naked person? That's See, as soon as anything fights, you pick quarrel with somebody and the person say, I am from royal family. The person starts to lose shit. I don't run. You win the fight. Don't worry. I'm not gone, because the moment they start to strip, man or woman, they don't care. They take up that I am from royal family start. Oh man, it's over. Man, you win. I agree. I'm at fault. I'm gone. Over. It's over. I accept. I apologize. Everything. I wave the white flag. I surrender.
Ralph, you know the meaning of taking that clothes off?
What do you mean?
Which means you naked a royalty in public.
Yeah.
You naked a royalty in public if you fight that person.
But they always win the fight now.
That if you fight, why the person was taking his clothes and you go ahead and fight the person, if they want to judge the matter, they say you naked a royalty in public. Which means you yourself dance naked in market day. So you understand, so you just accept.
Yeah, of course now, because I never see any fight where one of those people naked and they start to throw punches. The person will still stand there, stupidly stand there. Oh, that person lose, because that person goes, oh, please put on your, please now, don't do like that. Please put on your clothes. They take your shirt. The person when they pick up their clothes for them. They punch.
You can't fight. You can't.
You can't.
If you dare do it, you change the matter that you naked a royalty.
I'm beating you and you're still, I'm royal family. Please put on your clothes. You need to cover yourself. Don't let these men see your nakedness. Don't let their men here. Or their children.
And they do that same thing with Isoko and Orobo culture. I think they also do it with Kwale. Yeah, no, in the sense that like a man, now I am married. I am cheating with another woman in my matrimonial home. If somebody go gossip my wife and my wife come, catch me even in my matrimonial home with another woman. If my wife dare scream, they'll tax my wife that she naked me in public. She screamed for other people to get the attention. They'll say you naked your husband in public. Now that wife will dance naked on market day, which of course we know. Even though I will not allow my wife to dance naked, but my wife will kill goats and do some other sacrifice. So you can imagine.
For catching you.
Yes, now.
Africans are crazy.
You see the face like
no. And they always ask, what is the meaning of cheating? God, say cheating in your language, man. Yeah.
Ovie now they go marry from Kwale now. You don't give Ovie. Ovie is running to Kwale tomorrow now. They buy Greyhound bus tickets, heading straight to Kwale.
To Kwale.
No problem.
You see Ovie for road now. He signed. Give me wife. Kwale wife.
If any Kwale there, they hear us say Kweke.
Hold on. I watch a Sophia. I don't know what the quarrel with the wife. You know, men those days, they still cannot eat their food. The woman say, "Make you don't eat. Make you don't eat." The woman don't, yeah. That guy woman. Midnight, or Sophia. He went and started eating that food, which don't find him. He said, no, unless the woman bring white fowl. White fowl. I kneel down and beg him. Say, look, eat our food again. I said, hunger never catch you. Most of our tradition, because of you, Paul. How can your wife catch you? She'll come and pay fine. Who
No,
does
no.
that?
Also, that this topic that you just brought now is also in the same thing with Urobo, Kwale, and Isoko tradition. If I don't eat my wife food first day and second day, you know the meaning? I just accuse my wife that she's seeing another man.
Yeah.
That is the interpretation. Wow. You understand? So the interpretation. So if the woman is innocent, she starts crying. So she starts crying. She starts begging. My hands are clean. You understand?
You never meet a hard woman.
Oh, this African day, what will be a problem, sir?
Not be now. Those days, not be now.
Monkey still remain the best meat.
Pass me and you. Because okay,
African day. African day, monkey still remain the best meat up to date. If I go travel, go home, I don't check any other meat. Now better monkey and grass cutter. I don't know what they talk.
That one when they talk now off key. Now off key.
I don't There's a whole festival. There's a whole festival in my place. Now only monkey meat that they use for that festival.
I always go to
Okay, wait, hold on.
Grass cutter are the best meat ever.
Okay, hold on. I've
tried monkey before meat. Father with that one. That person they controversial too much. Just say no before father.
I was hoping that forefather will come today to tell us which name forefather would have told us. Because it's okay for you to go by the name to tell us the meaning of your pseudonym names too. But I get African Day. Maybe African Day is a vegetarian. There's nothing wrong with being a vegetarian.
Correct. Exactly.
But I don't think that people eat dogs and monkeys can eat a human being. I don't believe that.
I don't know.
But if you believe that,
meat in a meat. If they give you, they didn't tell you what it is, you will eat. Even lick your fingers.
I don't know about it. They need to cut the finger first from your body now. But let's not jump. I don't encourage cannibalism on the day Rudolph's not here. So
I'm saying that
hold on. I still get my cocoa years to knock. So if we go too far, I can, But yes, apes are cousins to humans. Yes, I agree. But I don't go looking for them every day. That was like 7-8 years old when I last ate a monkey. But monkeys are not even apes in the first place. There's still a difference. However, I don't think it's right to start knocking people like, we need to. The language should be limitation. You can't just eat everything and wipe everything out, because every animal plays a role in the environment. That's what I would say. But there's this partiality that we do, and any animal that we find cute, any animal we like, well, that we will come and say you're not supposed to eat this one, you're supposed to eat this one. You're not supposed to like the way they do Bible, say clean and unclean. We'll tell you which one be clean or which one not be unclean, and that kind of thing. But dogs are emotionally related to human. Fine. Wait, please. Dolphins speak, can hold three conversations at the same time with three other animals, like with three dolphins. Three separate conversations. Dolphins are mad intelligent. So you can say you can hold an argument for each animal not to be eaten. And if you are really serious about the environment, yes, an argument can be made that we shouldn't be eating meat. There's an argument to be made there, and I agree. However, you can't just say if you want people to be on that part, you can't just come out and say we should just throw attack like everybody who eats dogs and monkeys can eat human beings. No, because not everybody that eats dogs and monkeys is eating a human being. Where's the fact? All the people that eat dogs, how many of them are eating human beings? Our population would have been dropping easily in Nigeria. And, they say hunger. You're not seeing people eating human beings.
They eat dog in Mexico. They eat dog in Akwa Ibom.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's when you reach Chihuahua, then we start. When you reach German Shepherd, we say too cute. Everything is elephants. These white people go and shoot elephants in Africa. They say they leave the meat. The people for there they chop the elephants now. So everything is edible, right? However, we just need to remember that we don't need to wipe all the animals out of earth. And when you have, it's like when I was in SS3, I couldn't keep a rabbit in our house because we used to raise dogs. So it wouldn't make sense to keep a rabbit in my house. So I kept my boy. I bought a rabbit. I saved money and I was able to get a rabbit. And I gave one Mumu boy to keep the rabbit for me. That boy killed my rabbit and ate it. He told me that my rabbit sick died. He said, oh, I'll look after your rabbit for you. That boy chopped my rabbit. He chopped my rabbit because a few years later, when I came to his house, they served me rabbits. I chopped the rabbit too. Rabbit tastes good. Now I eat rabbit in restaurants in America.
Oh.
So, but it's sweet, but I'm not saying that I won't like to keep a rabbit as a pet. But now I don't get time for that kind of thing. But
when I did younger,
like parrot. If you're hungry, you chop parrot. You chop a parrot now. If apocalypse happen now, you only parrot. It's meat.
When I did growing up in the village, those rabbits with it also. Now I'm waiting with it they shine. Because during Christmas, they don't go give us money to go buy knockout, buy all those things. Would they go hunt rabbit there? Come sell for market. No one know if it chop. We can't sell out for market to get money to flex. There's an age festival in my place, 7 years age. After that 7 years, you graduate to now be a man. You feel, associate with your age group and all that. Now, monkey meat be the only meat that they do, and they cook for the whole community. Up to date,
where will they get the monkey? Where will they get the monkey?
Bush now. They not if you finish for bush. If you need 10, Hunter go bring a call give you overnight.
I saw monkey last 1967 or 68.
You're not city boy. You're a city boy.
When we go stream in Onitsha. When we go stream, I never see monkey again. Then we are struggling one food with them. They call it auto. Up one kind of sweet food. So when you go, they're clever. They'll throw you stone. They try to defend the fruit. These monkeys, they are smart.
Bible destiny, really.
So I don't know. We still have them in Nigeria. I'm telling you.
Something this guy is talking about. Let's be truthful. I only let me go raw now. Naturally, we humans, first of all, we are animal in nature. We humans, naturally, we are animal in nature. We just train ourselves so much. It's just like the way you acquired, you have your first degree, BSc, master's to your PhD, and the like. That is the same way we domesticate animal like dogs, cats. We train them to do some things unique, and some cannot do it, and some can do it. So naturally, the way animals eat animal, that is the same way we humans eat animal. You understand? So we just have preference of the one we want and the one we don't want. You understand? For me, I don't eat any draw soup. I just don't like it. You understand? But this is something they cook in my house every other day. You understand? So that does not mean that because I don't eat draw soup, I have all type of juju for my body or something. One of my other
brother at the throw party every 26th December. He call it bingo night. Guess what? Now only dog they kill. So
thank you for that information. I know when I receive the invite from you now for your coronation. I go look calendar.
So I don't understand. After if they travel go city, he go buy small one, give them for me that they train up when he go come back. So I don't know why they. That's him. He know the chop human being. If we don't chop all of us finish, we say the chop human being, but not finish.
Especially OVA.
For international community, it's called 404. You can Google it. Dog meat is called 404. 404. They will serve you for restaurants.
Headquarter. So I don't know. Headquarter for Nigeria. Either for Ijesha to Lawansin. If you go Ijesha to Lawansin, headquarter for Lagos there. You understand? Where you go to drink better, you go don't even kill like 2 good or 2 big stouts. You go choose your dog like
you go to prepare them for you. That's what it's held there. Okay.
Well, you see, I understand if you are a vegetarian or vegan, right? African Day, and there's nothing wrong with being that. You can't tell people that because you are on, and I believe that's a much more healthier way to go. However, you can't just mix you can't change the facts to say, oh, because people are eating what you don't like, that they are capable of eating human beings. And the whole world will be eating human beings. Me, I believe one day I will give up eating meat. But for now, I love goat meat too much to give it
That's
up.
it. That's it.
Man,
I can't
grass
force
cutter
people
is
to
still
give it
the
up.
best meat.
Yeah,
There
well,
is a
that's you.
statistic.
That's you.
There is a statistics that prove that people who have life insurance live longer than people who don't have life insurance. What does that have to do with your health? Nothing. But but people just feel that, okay, if I want to take life insurance, certain life insurance, they ask you all this type of question. Do you drink? Do you smoke? You understand? It balances your way of life, but not because of the life insurance itself that makes you live longer. Because some people will still buy the life insurance and still go drink their drink, smoke their smoke, and do everything. So eating maybe healthy as we get older, over 30, 40, you want to stay away from red meat, stuff like that. We understand, just because of the only thing that go with old age is just one thing. It's called bad health. You understand? Your health start depreciating. You understand? As a man, we start experiencing different things, back pain, prostrate, the likes. Women also have their own. We all understand these things, you want to stay away, but that does not mean that if you eat some of these things, you are wrong. If you grow in starting climb, you just discover that, okay, people do these things every day. You follow them and do. Like we that come from the riverline area, we eat a lot of fish. But guess what? Some of us grew up, I don't like fish at all.
Me too.
Maybe because of I eat it a lot. You understand? It's so funny. I'll buy catfish for my friends. I will not eat. Some of them will say, Polo, you feel big, you do big boy. I say, my brother, I will not eat it. You understand? They need to grill my own catfish to make it dry, like what Yoruba go call tinko, for me to enjoy it. But if it's so fresh, it makes me want to puke. That's how it is. So, but for us to just generalize or stereotype, you understand? I want to no blanket statement in things like this. I think it's wrong.
City life. They make people they choose all these things. City life.
We'll go end them. We'll go end them once and for all, because I see the person keeps coming back. Wait. The person keeps coming back with waiting with no talk, and I see what the person will do, which is I think the person is coming in good faith. I give you the link to come on stage, and we are not responding in good faith. So nobody here advocated for eating human beings. I don't know where you get that ideology from. Now you bring human beings as your talking point, and maybe you need to see somebody to help you with that. So we are going to end it and move on to something that makes sense. And yes, if you look, some of us don't eat fish, some of us eat fish, and there are people who eat whale. I would love to try whale one day, but whales are cute and they are beautiful and they do great things for us too. Yeah, so maybe if you eat whale, what does that make you? Does it make the native people, the indigenous people that eat whales and eat all those animals waiting? Did they chop human being too? But think before you talk. Engage your brain for opening your mouth or typing. All right, but let's move on to something that makes sense, because I don't understand what this person.
Yeah, one second before I left.
No, answer him again.
No, I just want to say something different. Before I left Nigeria, many years ago, we started having this problem at the airport. Rats running through the aircraft. You understand? That can cause a whole lot of problems, because they can ground an aircraft if they find rats. It can cause a whole lot of problems. So what did the government do? They order for 5,000 cats. They just spread the cats, stray cat everywhere, airport. You understand? To help with rats, because all the food that passengers will not eat, so there's a lot of remnants, and it brings a lot of rats. And the government just put cats everywhere, local airport and international airport. It really helped tremendously. I could remember some renovation is going on at the airport. I see these Ondo guys, they come work. These guys then begin look these cats. The guy begin to talk, say, Say see me too. And we hate the cat so much because this cat they don't fit so fat. They need to fear you. They need to attack you. They need to do anything. You know, we just hate the cat and they are so dirty. We tell the guy, say, if you want carry. My brother, these guys that are coming to work, like 20 of them, after 4 days, like 100 of them is coming to come and do free bono. But if they close, they go with cat. All I want to is these guys, they begin look healthy. I'm telling you, because they eat good meat when they close work.
They begin look healthy.
Like, I'm telling you, I could remember that experience. It's so funny. That's when I know they would eat cats. I don't know.
If the kingdom of Bahrain, they watch this video, they go write Ondo down. You know, when I did Bahrain, the way what did they call that our lizard? The one with where they always nod head, that redneck, Agama lizard, right?
Yeah.
Where Jews they see everywhere from Nigeria, run up and down everywhere. Cats, now if they Bahrain like that. Cats just they everywhere. They just they everywhere. Some people they adopt them. I know one of my shipmates, she adopted one. She bring that cat come back to America. So I start to adopt, like even for my office, my Ogabin, they give the cat food. That cat just a bump picking every few months, not bump picking, but there were cats everywhere. You know, some people person not run over cats, but cats everywhere for base. Just walk out for base, you just see cats, the whole place. I say, man, they don't give Ondo person visa. Maybe they need to give Ondo people visa. Oh man, it's it's.
Only say na cat where they use, they make them go this PhD because cats smart. Say now the cat they give them the wisdom, the knowledge.
Right.
When they say they read book, reach PhD.
Well,
man, the word is so versatile, man. The word they different. The word they nobody know the beginning and the end. So why they try to make sure everybody look the same? I don't know. If you go some extreme place, their way of life is different. Just because you are not used to it, you call and say no. This not supposed to. No, that's on you.
Another experience I have growing up, you see Igbo people, they cause a lot of Yoruba people. Like Yoruba people on the Ofemanu. You understand? They cause them that they can't eat good meat, they eat pomo. My brother, when Igbo man start to eat amala for Lagos, Yoruba person go say, before he go eat very good amala, he go need to reach Ibadan. Amala come dey very expensive. So the Yoruba man not fit them. Because Yoruba cannot understand why he go buy amala, a plate, 1,000 plus. Why? When no your content make this thing, it costs you nothing. But when Igbo man begin eat amala, amala become essential commodity. You understand? Now, you know the funny part of it, pomona is more expensive than beef. But back in the days, they cost people that eat pomo like poor people. You understand? Yes. But today, knowledge now makes us understand that it's even more better for you to eat this when you get to a certain age. You want to stay away from red meat. You know? So you see the way things change and every other thing. So diverse culture. The Igbo people where it costs Yoruba, now they come they eat amala. Can't even make amala, no one sell amala for Yoruba person. Say, your currency why you allow Rodo? Say you don't get money to buy. They won't sell for Igbo. Because Igbo go buy them with pride. But Yoruba go chop am say na my cultural food, na my native food. Why would I pay this much? Waiting you put there, nothing. You know, so it's like that.
The same thing with yam. Hausa people go they insult the Yoruba people. They insult Igbo people. Say nyamiri dodondo ya watarana gariro. Say na only. So the yam now nobody feel afford them.
Exactly.
So it's just, I mean, I know they judge people like that. Everybody they different.
The rice will they chop only Christmas Day, and I can be the only cheapest food for Nigeria.
Right?
Is it not funny? Right. Only Christmas
Day. You just reminded me of when I moved to Ibadan, 1996, and I go Bodija Market, and I see. Okay, Sadiq, thank you for joining us. Yes, I know it's in a 90th time. I don't know that you did Lagos or Ibadan, but have a good night. Stay safe. Thank you. When I go Bodija Market for the first time and I see fried opolo. I said, what is this? How you gonna get? What is this? I said, opolo. I said, opolo. What is opolo? He said, frog now. I said, frog. Who they fry the frog? Put for here. What is frog? Who they chop the frog? That's the first time I know say people they chop frog. So that's why
Paul and Ramona.
Italian jollof fries use frog to do it. Frog.
Oh,
Italian jollof fries.
You just remind me of why I can never forget. That's why I can never forget the name. Wait, hold on, Ovi. And that's why I can never forget the name Femi, because during our very hungry days, with my elder cousin befriended one guy named Femi. Femi not the only Pekin of his family. You know, they got some good change. So Femi one day invited us, come to his house. Say he's cooking, you know, come eat. Man, that day we not get food. Our auntie know they feed us. Only when our uncle be around, she give us food. So man, this and my two cousins, those guys are bodybuilders. So I don't know why they carry weight without food. So we're really starving. If you see my photos, I'm very skinny. I be like bunga fish. So now I show up now. We sit down for the parlor. The whole house was smelling good. You know, so these guys cooking some good Yoruba stew, you know, with white rice. Femi bring up first plate to say, okay, first plate of food. The rice, big rice like this. We heap the rice up on top of the plate now big frog like this. Hey, and then my oldest cousin now, he from Ghana. You know, Titi say, what is this? Why frog? He said, oh, you know, it's very good, very juicy. It tastes like chicken. No. We don't eat frog. He said, okay, I'll remove the frog. He said, what do you use to cook the stew? He said, I use frog. He said, the frog don't already spoil the stew now. My cousin said, I'm gonna leave. All of us will come out. We'll feature up the rice and stew without the frog. My cousin said, no, get out. Let's get out of the house. Femi the beggar said, can you go cook something else? Said, no. My cousin come from Shakara. Meanwhile, we're hungry. We're starving. So we leave the house now. They form big boys. Man, we starved that day now. We starved. We're starving.
Ralph, that frog of the thing. Now frog I be told.
Well, I don't know. It was fried. They don't fry up. So I want to know which one be which.
So I'm not saying toad. With the eat toad. With the eat toad, but frog is a different ball game. No, toad, yeah. I know where they jump. I know where they jump well.
Now frog they jump past toad now.
No, don't get muscle for legs. Actually, if you stand there, you get muscle. You be like a person with gym. Hands and their thighs are very huge. And they are very smooth.
Good night, African Day. Thank you for joining us.
Then again, what thing I want to ask, Paul, maybe you have to, you come from that angle.
Please give us a like before you go. Give us a like. Yeah, toad is poisonous. Thank you. Make sure you like the video and share before you go.
What inspired Popo Gari? What's the difference between Popo Gari and the real Gari?
Now you want to make me rap now. You want to make me rap now.
Because up to today, I don't understand why they make Popo Gari like from Gari. What's inspired that?
To separate it. The first one and the one.
What?
After frying it now, they'll remove the ball, you know, the big ones.
The big ones.
The ones that
really?
Yes.
That's it. That sounds way too simple.
Right.
Make sure you like and share the video before you go. You need to ask Ovi. I thought toad was poisonous.
So you eat Popo Gari. You eat Popo Gari on the railway. You eat Popo Gari with pepper soup. So they make pepper soup and you use it to eat Popo Gari. But as young men now, you understand, say punishment, they punish you for house. So they punish you, say you no go eat. So then go give you only Popo Gari. Then if you get small thorough, you go buy granite. Now there they start Popo Gari with granite. So Popo Gari is a form of punishment. Like the way they punish you at home, say you go only drink Gari, you go eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So before
Yeah,
you know, Kpokpo
Kpokpo
Gari
Gari.
can't get level because now Kpokpo Gari now they can't make better pork pepper soup, better fish pepper soup. You understand with Kpokpo Gari, you can't get level. Waiting the punishment before poor man food, you can't get level.
Really?
That's it.
Now when I did worry, I see that I don't understand. I say, come. I they used to Gary now, but they Popo Gary.
Yeah,
I
they
was
also
like,
have
yeah.
one bread. They also have one bread, if you worry, that is very, very thick, strong, stronger than that agege bread. They call it Madiga. You remember that one too? My brother,
Madiga.
if you take that one with one bottle of Pepsi, na 6 to 6. Now be Igbo people happy. Na 6 to 6.
Is that not from Mbedume?
Then when you go
Where
toilet,
in New
body go
York
tell
you
you.
try frog legs? Who try frog legs from New York?
We call it Mbedume on the chat.
Igbedu wetin?
Mbedume.
Mgbedu
That's
me.
hard bread. Mbedume.
Yeah,
That's it to hold your appetite for long.
yeah. But body go tell you when you go toilet. You go cry, eh? When,
Now, lie.
you go cry when nobody they beat you.
You chop stone.
That tire, you chop that sound like expired bread, now you chop.
Na bread, na flour. You understand?
You drink not the pali soda.
If you can't chop bread, can't chop cheese, what will you do?
Hey,
No,
Ralph,
you
now
already
frog,
have-
no be
it's
told.
something
That's
your
good life
skin now.
now.
Ralph, I get their means mixed up. Now frog.
So what?
I the only thing say
I
that one with
tell
the
you.
day house.
I
You're
tell
right,
you,
na frog, no be
this man say na
Cement.
toad. Why you go tell me say toad?
Now
see
told
that
that
cement.
no. You know, say one day bush, we one day near gutter for your house. That one they near gutter. Now we they call frog. That not knowing that
I
I
say
be told.
Opolo. I know say when I see him, I say this. They say Opolo. I say Opolo. Like they, you see what I say?
Yeah. Now, you're right. You're right. Now
Fry
follow.
this thing. I just fry this
But you
thing.
You're
know,
right. Yeah.
you know the Chinese English way. Now they call jumping chicken.
Oh, yeah, true. Not true. Somebody tell me that.
Oh.
Remember for Ibadan, somebody said chicken.
When we dey for north, you get one Edoga wey come the local government wey we dey stay that time Dombua. The guy come pack those things in bag. Say Chinese people na in the buy and they import and go China. The
Don't go
Opolo wey
there.
they talk so. Like we go buy am plenty, you go dry them like dry fish, stack am. They import am all the way. Say na Chinese people there. I say we dey chop this thing for home now.
Now UK and America, now it go make me get confidence to bounce into Chinese restaurants and eat comfortable. But in Nigeria, back in the day, no, I lie you. The fear say we don't go eat a frog, you know, stuff like that.
You see, in UK here, we don't eat horse. But in Italy, very good horse meat. So it's muscle,
Horse.
no fat. Horse.
Mm.
You don't eat it in England. It's a crime.
Now cobra be like fish. Why don't eat cobra?
Oh, that's my Zambian sister. Come on, join us. Let me give you the code. That's the code. Come join us. Zenith.
America.
Guys, hit that code and come tell us about eating frog with OVA.
How we take go from name? How we take go from name and their minute to?
Look, we have been here for 2 hours plus. Rudolph was like, name won't be enough to go up to an hour. I said, don't worry, we'll survive.
No, but they intertwine. You know, culture comes with name, food, and clothes. That's how they intertwine.
Right.
It does. You know, it's the beauty of life, and when you become open and you know, like I mean, yes, if I were to go back now, I was still shocked if I go to Bonja Market and I still see that Apollo for the first time. What is this?
Right.
No, I won't be shocked. Like
name why I hear, why I laugh, like genuine laugh. Why I say na joke, but the content is not real name. And what is it called? Now one Igbo name. It don't come up from my head as I try bring out
I forgot to send one.
Obiangeri.
Yeah, I've heard that name before.
I heard that name, I laugh. I was like, "Are you guys serious? Is that name?"
Yeah.
Obiangeri.
When it comes to eat, she comes to eat.
She comes to eat. That's the name. That's the meaning.
That's the meaning. Come to it.
Now, so now, Obi Ezekwesili might just be Obiangeli.
Obi is shortcut.
Yeah.
That's the question. The king fit her, or the king fit him. King, that's the king fit you. The cap fit you. You know. So Ezekwesili means that the king suits her. You get it?
No, I just even mean the first name. That's Obi, maybe Obiangeli.
No, Obi is a shortcut.
Yeah.
It may be Obiangeli, it may be Obianuju.
Obianuju, that's true.
Obumse. That is Obumse Talogo. Am I the person that caused war? Many things.
Oh? Are you the person that caused war?
Obumse Talogo. Obumse.
Oh, I make the name strong like that.
And I say we Africans, we give our children sentence. Like my junior brother, he's in US there with you guys. So I say, boy, you're still making sentence in this modern age. All his children, one is Kamsi. Kamsi means Kamsi chop as I want it.
Okay.
So the guy do it shortcut Kamsi. The other one, Kosi. Kosi chop as he want. Put Kosi, Kamsi, Kosi, and the other one I don't know again. Sentence. So all now short names. You know, because when they go to school, they are bullied.
Yeah.
You get one name for my place, Unwa Agbe. That is your mouth no go kill you. That's it. Unwa Agbe. That your mouth no go kill you.
It's a little bit different of Agbe.
Apam no. That is they hold me for mouth. So the answer Apam. Apam no.
Agbam no.
It should be Apam no, but we call it Apam no. Written Apam no. You know, I didn't even know until one day we had a new teacher in secondary school. Then they asked, "What is her name?" You know, it's maker. He said Apam. It's an Igbo name. What's her full name? He said Apam no. From that day we bullied this guy.
Oh, no.
We bullied him. Oh my God. Apam yeah.
So Apam Nonu, the person was living true to the name.
That is he's too mouthy.
Oh, so the person was behaving in true translation.
His name, exactly his name. So the teacher now told us his real name was no more Apam.
No.
Come here. He will be annoyed.
Yeah. But you just proved the point that it doesn't matter if the person has the name in America or in Nigeria or in their village, the bullying will still come. Guess
names these days, you try to give your child name that they will not bully him or her. Like my first son.
But it don't matter. Even if you give them, if you name the child David, the bullies will still find something to bully the child.
I wanted to call my son Ugochukwu. My wife said no, they will start calling him Hugo in the school. Said no way. You know, so it doesn't want
Onoche, like my daughter, I could remember when I left New Jersey to Arizona. You know, Arizona is more of Mexicans. So when they get to school, they saw a lot of Mexicans. And the Mexicans, they pride themselves so much with their hair. Like you see, their uncle will tell them that the day your hair got long to your butt, they get you $1,000 or they buy you your first car. They pride themselves so much with their hair. So seeing an African girl with short hair, you understand? So they're quick to now they cannot bully her facially. They want to use her hair to bully her for that thing. But somebody like me, I just tell her, I say, girl, I just find the few one among you that is dull. Then bully them, but I also call them that you understand? You have long hair, you have short pen. You understand? I have short pen, I have long pen. You know, so she has asking me, what does that mean? I tell her, just tell them that my pen is Jordan, my pen is long, and my hair is short. And you have long hair and you have short pen. That's why you get a D, I got an A. You know, just find a way of just twist your narrative, you know, and but
So,
she
but
did it slowly, slowly. She started making friends.
like me now, in my class, we are 3 Nigerians and a 20-something Italian. What do you want to do?
No, they do the same thing with like my son. Let me pronounce my son name. My son name is Marobo. So even my son too cannot even pronounce his name very well. So they call him all type of thing. Different people call him the way they can pronounce it. So what I do, I try to help him. I break it in 3 ways, just like my last name. So I just told him, I said, just short it, Pa, Ro, Bob, KPA, Pa. You understand? Then R-O, Ro, and B-O, Bob. So just tell them, say, Pa, Ro, Bob. Then if you want to abbreviate it again in another short form again, you just tell them I'm Robo. You understand? And so I said, whichever way, even though if I name you Richard, they'll still curse you. If I call you Nick, they'll still call you all type of thing. So just accept it. It's like that.
They will look at me and say, are you this? I say yes. Okay.
Well,
yeah. Are you this?
Yes. Let me just say this quick before we welcome Jude. It doesn't matter the name that you give, but I would like to remind people that bullying comes from a place of envy. And
correct.
That's the weapon that I think we should always give our children and strengthen them in that the bullies wish they were you. They're envious of you. They just don't know how to say it, but they always attack thinking that they're trying to make you feel little. But actually, they're the ones who are little.
Some of them commit suicide, mind you.
Yeah, because they wish they had what you have, but because you are cooler than them, but they don't know how to frame it and all that. But it's always that it comes from envy, because if you see white kids attacking a black kid, black is the definition of cool. Everything that comes in American culture, the coolest things came from black people, and then it's like until white people now get it in mass number, then it's now like this is a white thing now, but it's not. It came from black, so they now always have to attack, and it's everywhere, and everybody does that bullying thing. And then you see like a place in like Nigeria too. We also do the bullying in different places, different ways. And but if you look back, even if you got to bully somebody, you were envious of something about that person, and it really takes maturity to be able to admit that I was envious of you. So with that being said, let's welcome our brother who just joined us. So we'll ask you the question with which we began this episode today. I'm your standing moderator / host. So welcome our brother Jude.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for joining us. So can you tell us the meaning of your name and what's the story behind you having your name? If there was anything
is it my last name or my first name?
All the names you want to tell us about. If you have 55 names, go ahead.
Plus the meaning of your country, the meaning of Biafra.
Wait, answer my question first before you answer.
I start from my name. My first name is Ngozi. It means blessing.
Oh.
Sorry, Mr. Jude.
One time.
You are the first male I hear bearing that name. You are the first male I hear bearing that name.
Oh yeah, that's my real name. Jude is just
for real.
One of those white man's gimmicks against deception against the black. You know, when they brought Christianity to us, they want to baptize you. When they want to baptize you, they will tell you need to be an English name. So that was what Jude came about during my infant baptism. But my real name that my parents called me when I was born, my mother gave me, was Ngozi. And that is what I see as my real name. And I'm so proud to hear that because in my family, I am the last born. So my mom...
Today is the day of the last born.
We're plenty for you.
So my mom said that I am the blessing God have given to her. God have brought to her. And going back throughout my life, I have lived up to that, the meaning of that name in my family. You know, I am the first person to get university education, even if I am the last. And there's so many things that I had before every other person that, you know, that senior me started, you know, So I've always like been a pace setter. So and I was the first person that built house for my parents. And when my mom saw the house, she never knew I was building a house before I came to the United States. And when she saw it, she knelt down. She was in tears. She now said, "I know you were the blessing God have given to me." You know. So that was how Ngozi came about anyway. So my last name is Uzomba, which means light to the people. Light. You know, you can't go to any place without having a good roads, you know, without having a light. So my surname is literally light to the people, but figuratively, um, you know, you must that philosophically, you know, you must for any nation, for any group of people, or you know, to survive or to progress, there must be that light. Eh? I learned to gauge them.
Okay, translate.
Oh,
Wait. I have this here.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, you know, because these people are out there, you know,
they watch us
into our business. So anyway, that's the meaning. That's the meaning of my, yeah.
That's beautiful. I've the first Ngozi that I met in my life.
Ngozi means blessing. So it's a unisex name. It's like Ibokun. Ibokun in Yoruba, both men and women answer Ibokun. In Akwa Ibom too. I think they have Akwa Ibom.
Ngozi is the tennis star of Nigeria in the 80s.
Huh?
Yeah, he was a man too. Ngozi
is a Nigerian tennis star now.
His
name is Ngozi.
No, I didn't know that. That's Nigerian history I just learned today. So the first Ngozi that I got to know of was my classmate in primary school. And that was a boy.
A man too. A guy too. Oh.
And then the next Ngozi was the beginning of the beautiful Ngozis, the women in my life. Because I never met an ugly Ngozi in my life. Even the boy was
always handsome and beautiful, right?
But yeah, I never met any Ngozi who wasn't like, oh, let me. But I always had a girlfriend. That was the only problem. But it was like, if my girlfriend just dumped me today, this Ngozi, I might, you know, it was tempting. But you know, so yeah, that's Ngozi is one name that always stood out to me. So next question I ask you. So do I call you Ngozi today, or should I call you
anyone? Ngozi is my real name. Anyone.
Okay. So for today,
the word Jidan is a combination of you know, I would say my official name, which they made us to answer, and then my initial Ngozi. That's that end.
You're an adult now. You have the power to change your name, and you know.
Well, it's been like that from primary school now, and all my document gets it, and I don't want to go and, you know, there's nothing so wrong in that. After I've rebaptized.
That doesn't matter. You all you have to do is it's a document.
It's a stress now. It's a stress. Why would I? Why do that?
You know why I say that?
Jude too is good. I love Jude because I'm
okay. There you go. There you go.
Brother of Jesus Christ.
There you go. Now you have said it. Now you have said it because when I arrived in America, immigration made a mistake and they flipped my Ijaw name as my first name. Okay. So my social security had Oyin Laifa. So my green card had Oyin Laifa, Raphael, and then my social security was Raphael Oyin Laifa. And when I wanted to join the Navy said that's two different documents. So it's like two different people. So you have to pick one and go by one. So looking back now, I probably could. So that was the opportunity I had to make Oyin Laifa my first name. But I didn't think about it then because all my life I'd been Raphael Oyin Laifa Harry. So I just went with because you have to go to court to do an official name change, $25 in Virginia. So and then I think I pay another $25 to have it in the newspaper
In the newspaper, yeah.
Yeah. So I went to court. Judge asked me why I want to change my name. I said there was I'm joining the Navy. I was like, oh yeah.
You have to go to court for that.
Yeah. It's a quick thing. It's just like instantly. It's not like some big. The judge will ask you why are you changing your name. You just as soon as I said I'm changing my name because I'm trying to join the service. Oh, that was the first thank you for your service I ever got.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like what happened to this one? Is he having a heart attack or what? I don't know. But yeah, that was how the process went. And now I look back, I was like, oh, I could have done it the other way. But you're not thinking about that because you're brand new in America. You just want this thing done quickly. And so I did the name change, and that's how it happened. So Ngozi, another question for you. You know what day of the week you were born on?
Monday.
Did that play a role in your name?
Monday, because in fact some people remember. I remember some people in my family when I was small, they do call me Monday too because I was born on Monday. Well, I don't know if there's any role it plays because probably because it's the beginning working day of the week. So will I say it has impacted on me in any way? Being ready to go, and that I can't really philosophize.
But in Igbo culture, you have four days, right?
4 market days.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because I interviewed Rudolph for my podcast, and that episode will be coming out either end of September or around first week of October. So he also alluded to that. I can't recall what day out of the 4 that he was born, but yeah, he also mentioned that on his podcast, on the podcast. So that, and then Onochie mentioned it today too. That there's 4
because they know Ishan.
Ishan is 4 too.
Yes.
Huh?
Oh.
Ishan 4 market days.
Edo too. In fact, is it this issue of people, arguing we are not the same? Any area, any geographic area in Nigeria that have these 4 market days recognizes it. We are all the same. Okay.
You know the funniest thing? Ishan, we call Oye.
Yes, every one of us. That is why when many people that I am not a Biafra, I am not this, I'll be looking at them. But they recognize the K Oye Afo, all those 4 market days. And then there are women, tie wrapper. Okay. These are the 2 things you can use to know that these people have the same culture and they come from the same place. This 4 market days, recognition of it, and then the traditional double wrapper. Once you see that, we are all from the same. We are from the same. Forget about
Ogaju, I've not yet seen any tribe that doesn't tie wrapper in Nigeria across the whole country.
I'm talking about our mothers. I'm talking about our mothers when they dress up. The real traditional way of dress of married women dressing up in our society.
They tie 2 wrapper. 2.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but it's like that across the whole country now.
No, it's not like that. No, it's not like that.
Some tie only 1.
Some tie only 1.
Yoruba tie 1.
Yoruba tie 1. Okay, so those are the differences. Some don't even tie at all. Some tie and like flip. And there has to be a specific way. There's a specific way they do it. And that specific way cut across but it's just you don't even teach it any child. And the children grow up to be able to do that. Look at when they are having a traditional marriage. You will see the bride, the bridegroom. You see the bride.
Because for the northern space, they all do that. That's why I just believe everybody
No, there's a specific way. That is not with the gele. I know now that people are copying because of fashion. People are copying everything from anywhere.
but Mr. Joe, the way Igbo women tie wrapper is still different from the way Urobo women tie wrapper.
But the Urobo tie still tie double wrapper.
Urobo tie double wrapper, but the tying is still different.
The time there might be slight variation, but as long as it's double wrapper and with gele and with blouse.
No, the tie it's just like our traditional attire. You see, like we from the Niger Delta. I know you want to argue that part. We from the Niger Delta. You see the way what they will call South. You see the way Ijaw people put that their South stuff. Urobo have their own. Isoko have their own. You understand? The Kalabari people also have their own, and every one of them is different. From far, you might think
that one is ornament now. It's ornament now.
No, not just only the ornament. Like you talk about the ornament now. You are talking about the ornament now. The Urobo people don't want the ornament.
Stylistic variation. I think those are mere stylistic variation. But the bottom line, you still see the shape of the entire thing, the shape of the clothes, and how. And then you also for the men. They have it and they also tie wrapper on top of it, right? That is the real traditional.
So Igbo men tie wrapper like the way Ijaw men tie wrapper.
Course. Yeah.
No, it's different completely.
I'm not used to seeing Igbo men
tie wrapper with Isiagu or something, whatever it is. We do tie wrapper.
I'm used to seeing Urobo.
Yeah, we know that. But it's completely different from the way Urobo man tie wrapper.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is these are just mere stylistic variation. The bottom line, the overall this thing. That's what we're talking about.
So in essence of it, according to Ovie, everybody tie. Everybody just have it.
Anyway,
why do you want to fit it to one tribe?
No. But yeah, he said there's different. He said there's differences because when Ngozi did the shoulder, which people did you say do the shoulder wrap?
Even shoulder, Agbo people do shoulder.
Agbo, yes, Agbo. You know what came to my mind? You just reminded me of Kumasi people.
Kumasi people too.
Yeah, with the way they wrap, do their own wrapper. Well, kente, when they wrap their kente, and it's like the men are shirtless and they throw the kente, and because my elder sister, her father is from that area.
Agbo people. These are the
Urobo also do so, but it's the main wrapper that Urobo tie, and the leftover you put it here. It's not like short. If you could remember somebody like Okotiebo.
Yeah.
The Okotiebo was completely different. It was like excess. He was a rich man anyway, just like that. But Urobo people also do. The Isoko do. Kwale do. The Igbo people do. I think so many tribes.
Yeah, many people do. I was looking at one website. All I see is food. They're talking about wrapper. As soon as I open the website, all I see is food. KKF. I don't think
the traditional wrapper dressing and be something you see it there.
Yes.
It's like Dr. Damages didn't have program today.
No, we had I'm the one hosting the program. I'm the moderator. Yes, because school has begun. Govie is back. Sorry, Ovie. School is about to begin, so you're going to be having different hosts.
Okay.
Because it will be difficult for Rudolph to be here. And, there'll be a variety of topics. So I said today I wanted to have a discussion about names, meaning of names. And we've had a lot of things come up because on my show, one question that is a regular question, I think probably since episode, probably around episode 40. I just started, I don't know what made me ask that question. What is the meaning of your name? And I've learned a lot from people from all over the world. It's fascinating to hear.
There's a lot to names.
Story.
There's a lot to names. Trust me.
Yeah.
There's a lot to name. If you go to the Bible, you see there's a lot name conveys. The meaning of name conveys to what the individual becomes or the individual's destiny.
Well,
Yeah,
yes, that's if you're a Christian and believe that, yes. That I've had somebody
you might
who's
not believe it, but
there's nothing wrong if you believe that. That's the point I'm making. But I've had somebody on my podcast who's from the southern part of India. His family is from the southern part of India, and when I asked him about his name, he could trace back over 1600 years and tell you how his name, break it down, and that is something that many of us cannot do. But that is how his name goes back, and he tells you how his people actually were not. That name that they are carrying right now belongs to people that they conquered, and they took those people's identity, they took their language, and I was like, wait, what? That's not what I'm used to. I'm used to people conquering people, and then the people that they conquered take their. It's like we conquered you, so now we colonize you. You now take everything from us. You listen. You belong to us. But it's like, oh, we conquered these people. We like them. We're gonna start speaking their language. I'm like, I've not heard that before. That's a new one. And that's the first time, just from asking him, what's the meaning of your name and the story behind your name, and then it's taking me thousands of years back, and I'm like, I did not think I would hear this, because he's not from the biggest ethnic group in India, but it's a big area of India. But you know, India is a subcontinent, and many people don't realize that. So it's powerful, the things that you can learn from names. You know, I gave the example earlier of Ayo, being in Basque, being in Indonesia, being in France, being in Bolivia now. And when I told the guy that Ayo is a Yoruba name in Nigeria, he's like, what? Oh, I didn't know. I've never heard of that. And that's how he gets to know that his name also has a variation in Nigeria. So I don't know if one Ayo left Nigeria and went around the world and was busy depositing. But it's important for this type of questions to be asked, and for us to spread, to document our cultures, to document our knowledge, and
it's possible, like Obama in America.
Obama. But Obama, you know, he's right. It's more recent because of his father. His father was a recent immigrant, but he was an international student. So that's a more recent thing. But
with time.
Yeah, but sorry.
With time, you have more generations.
Yes, it's already started. It's already started. You know, he already has daughters, and the daughters have more. But you know, but it's like, I remember when I was just about to go into the Navy, and there was a white family that I was staying with then, and the woman, they were Republicans, hardcore Republicans, and the woman was complaining that I don't know why they're gonna let somebody like a Muslim like this run for president, and he's not even. He's a Muslim, and I was like, why are you complaining about him? I told you he's American. But she's like, well, who has a name as Barack? I said the name Barack is in the Bible. Then I was still, I still had my Christian knowledge. But I was like, Barack is in the Bible. She's like, what? Barack's never, it's not in the Bible. There's no name like Barack. I said it's in the Old Testament. And she called her phone. It was Barack in the Old Testament, and the phone told her Barack's in the Old Testament. She's like, oh my God, I did not believe that. Okay, well, but his name is Hussein. It's Hussein. You know, there are people who didn't realize that. I'm like, I don't know how you reading your Bible, you didn't know that name was in there. But
yeah, there's Barack.
Yeah, there's Barack. So people, just from asking that, Ovie, you listen to my episode with the Terra woman, and I didn't know that there was a group. There are people who are Terra in Nigeria. I've known that woman for how many years? I never knew that Terra. There's a people called Terra in Nigeria. All you just say is Gombe. Oh, they are Fulani, they are Hausa, and you start making assumption from there. But there's Terra, and if there's Terra, then there's a whole bunch of people that you don't know of. So by asking their names, it starts to break down artificial walls. And you can learn, and you can cut out some of your misconceptions, and you can see that there's room for growth, and we can, grow and make a better future tomorrow. I don't mean if somebody is doing something bad, you can't call the person out. If somebody is doing something wrong, you can't call the person out. No, but you can. Yeah. But it doesn't mean we should still keep making assumptions and live life.
Yeah, just like what the girl on the comment section, sit with Nwaneka, is saying. They say it's happened right here in Nigeria. The Fulanis conquered the Hausa in the northwest Nigeria. What language do they speak? Everybody speak Hausa, so I don't know where your conquest is coming from.
Yeah,
they all speak Hausa, so why do you conquer people and you are still speaking their language? So I don't understand that.
You know what? Nobody talks about. Nobody talks about the Kanuris.
Yes. Exactly, that's what I want to talk. Even within the Kanuri space, you find the Bra. You find the Shua Arabs, even before the Fulanese. Yes, even before the Fulanese.
Sure.
Then the Margi. Those Kanuri too, they have Margis. You understand? If you look there, some have about nine tribal marks.
Tribal marks, yes.
So they are actually different. Even the Kanuri space, the difference is there too.
I think it will be much easier for many of us if we just begin with saying, I don't know.
That's it.
Begin with saying, I don't know, and I'm willing to learn, willing to meet people who are there. I know it is hard with Boko Haram doing what it's doing. I know it is hard with people kidnapping. I know it is hard with all the atrocities, but it is not everybody that's there that's doing everything.
Yeah, but I think you don't even.
You don't know.
Even if you look inward, as I say, Nakoko Edo, my own local government, Akoko Edo, we have more than 10 different languages, and we are just like a kilometer apart. Don't be saying now. I feel they jog 3 different villages together, or we all speak different languages, which is crazy to me.
It's true.
So it's like that everywhere within the country.
They are having every challenge in Delta State. Now the governor pick the Speaker of the House, you understand, to be the next governor, which he won the primaries, but they are contesting it based on certificate, fake certificate, forge, and the likes. But guess what? You know why they are fighting the Speaker not to take that seat? Because the Speaker is from Okpe. And in Robo Kingdom, we have Okpe, we have Orogun. These 2 tribes, they always call themselves that they say they are not Robo, they are Okpe. So now that they need election now, the man saying Burobo, they say no, you be Okpe.
Man, we got problem.
Even when we have the same culture, we speak the same thing. But they pride themselves so much that I'm not Burobo, I'll be Okpe. So now politics now they say now you be Okpe, you know Burobo.
My village, small rich. We don't fight civil war within ourselves. Because this one saying the king must come from this side. The other saying he must come from this side. When we say my grandma they stay for that side, man, see they stay in a small village, always small. But we they fight against ourselves. Now only one language we they speak. We don't get any other language. We only speak one language. But we they fight within ourselves.
For me.
Better people they shoot each other like say tomorrow no day.
Make on our chair speak.
No, I say coffee time, please. Let me go and do coffee because it's 2 a.m. here.
Okay.
Okay.
I think Queen they call you. I think Queen
no, I'll do coffee. I will be back.
Okay.
I'm not tell you, they sleep. You say you want to drink coffee for 2 a.m. Kerosene.
Marathon, I'll be here till tomorrow morning.
Well, we're not going to stay until tomorrow morning. But
when I finish here, I'm going for tournament.
I don't know which one will be tournament, but I don't think
snooker tournament.
Okay. I was wondering if I should ask the question, but it's all right. It's safe. That's a safe answer. We'll take that. We won't dig any further. But
so when that fight started, okay, where I go clean? Now my mama side, I've been at my papa side because they're the same, and I grew up for the 2 sides. This don't be saying we they travel within ourselves. Now leg we take the walk up for the old village, but we see the fight. And you look at it, come man, we get problem with human beings just generally.
We do. You see, that's one reason why I like Germany. Everywhere where I don't go for Germany, it showed me one thing we are missing in Nigeria: museums. Our museums. I don't know what Nigerian museums have or what they do, but it's not even about the artifacts in the museum for me. But every city I've been to in Germany, and I've been to their museum, you see the history of the place. And the history of the place includes what Ovie just described. That fight, that civil war, the ugliness, the good, the bad, everything. That is history. We can't continue this thing of saying, well, we are an oral people, we only do oral history and all this. That my brother, we are in 2022. You have enough information to have, each village can have a museum. You don't need to wait for federal government to create a museum. You can have your history in each village. You can have your history in each kingdom. You can have your history. You can have everything, but you should tell the truth. Acknowledge everything. Put it there. Because look at, I was watching, that's why I tell people, watch other African countries. You don't need to be the largest. Watch everywhere. Look at the Zulu nation, the largest ethnic group in South Africa. Their king died. The will said the wife should take over, should inherit the throne until the son is but the wife should inherit the throne. Unfortunately, she died a few months later after inheriting, after being coronated. Well, she wasn't coronated, but after she took over, she died. But her will said her son, which she's the fourth wife, or was she the third wife or fourth? But her son, like our third son or something like that, that's the person she named as the successor. Now the first son was like, the first son of the first wife. Like, no. I don't respect that. It should have been me. Well, therefore, the process went straight. It was smooth. Now you want to come and turn the whole thing upside down. The elder said, no, guy man, only like one house supported the guy out of all the houses. It was almost turning to Game of Thrones. But you only have one house. You don't have the whole country backing you. The court, when he went to court didn't back him. So as soon as he lost in court, the next day they say, oh boy, go and kill lion. I guess that's their culture. The guy who has been chosen has to go and kill a lion. And he went and killed the lion, and he was coronated. The next weekend, the president announced, yes, we've stamped your certificate. Easy. But they have, it was open, straightforward. So even the guy who was trying to make noise, he already lost public support. There's nobody saying, well, I'm going to go. But when everything is like in secrecy, it's like, you want to, we can't put it out there. If everything is in your museum, is open, nobody can come and start saying, well, my turn. And then people start killing themselves over what?
That's true. Yeah. Every prince in England, as we are talking now, we know their position, the 7th, the 8th, position number 7, position number 8, position number 9. So they already know their positions. How do you want to juggle from position 7 to 1? Except maybe number 1 say, I don't want it. I think it's pretty clear and it's understandable. We need to start doing things like that in Africa. And it's going to really, really help us.
Well, I won't say in Africa because there are places already doing it in Nigeria.
That's true, in Nigeria.
Yeah, but that of
put on your camera when you come in.
That of Benin, like the Oba of Benin, I think that one is pretty clear.
That is like the most straightforward in Nigeria because that is an institution. I've sent the link. The link is in the chat. So Dakori has the link there. And turn on your camera, please, when you come on. That's the reason why Benin is still like the number 1, in my opinion, because you never hear any fighting. It's just like straightforward. No. Whichever has been decided, it goes straight. It's smooth. But that institution is like the most. I would say I think it's the most. How will I put it, Seth? The way we look at monarchies, all like it didn't do. Was it UAE? Was it UAE's king that died recently? UAE or Kuwait?
Yes, UAE.
Yeah.
United Arab. Yeah.
Who the person that built
it was UAE.
Dubai.
UAE that died.
Dubai?
Yeah, UAE.
Did you hear any fight over succession?
Oh my God, that man died.
Yeah, he died.
The plan behind why Dubai is what it is today.
Yeah,
but the point is the man don't die. They don't bury the guy since now. Now he just.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he died.
Hey, I listened to his interview some time ago. They were asking him, why do you have to do all this within a short time? The man said, I can't wait for my people to enjoy.
Ngozi, it be like you're using 2G network. You need to get on 5G.
It's living in Biafra. It's living in Biafra time.
the new guy don't take over.
Oh yeah,
It's a Biafra time.
The new guy already doing his own things in Egypt and everywhere. Yeah, so we just because I get tired when I see one chief I don't know of in whether Igbo land or in Bayelsa or River State succession, they are fighting the war. I say, which kind? Why everywhere? Where the biggest kingdoms? You don't ever hear of this succession, 3 houses go to fight. You don't hear of that. Only
That's the biggest ones. Yeah.
the smallest one small.
Yeah, I said that now the right word with that. The biggest kingdom no they fight. Now those small one. Now we they fight. We fight war about 30 something years ago because of this. And as I said, now one land will be won. But we fight civil war. People were shot. Say because this wasn't that from that side. Now Peking. I was like, really? I said, okay. Now small village, no busy now. Even city, I mean at town. We only know one language. So all of us are related in one way or the other. But still, a small, no be small fights. And that animosity is in there between us up to date as we speak.
Of course, because it was never resolved now. It was
Just,
stuff like that.
crazy.
It's never resolved. So it's disappointing and sad. But yeah, Moko end in 20 minutes. So I thought what's your name? Dakori. I thought you are coming to join in. Your name sound like one of my cousin, the Claim Prince. I get one cousin where in Papa was made Amayanabo. That one started to claim Prince. You know, realize say Ijaw people not be every place they claim Prince. Once your father be king, don't mean say be Prince. What? No, they pass down like that. but that boy was collecting contracts from places. I'm the prince. You just go there. I'm the prince. My father is the king. I'm the prince.
Again, another question, Ralph and Paul. Now, this Olu of Warri kingship, why do you think they generate a lot of, pretty much first class VCs, everybody? Why all of a sudden? Because when I did Warri, Olu of Warri, in fact, just the year when they pass before, they don't get this prestige until this guy come in and the whole world was pretty much they go pay homage. Like, why? What's happening there?
Make Paul answer that one. Nine man.
Well, the Olu of Warri is a very, very strong polity. So for the Yoruba people trying to extend their Oduduwa race, so the Ishekiri people, they speak Yoruba, they have similar culture with the Yoruba people. So they've been with the Yoruba people. So they play politics. That's how the kingdom of Olu of Warri, they give to a Ishekiri person. So the word Olu of Warri is never recognized in Warri. And Warri is made with 3 major tribes: Urobo, Ijaw, and Ishekiri. And the Ishekiri no really get land. Even Ijaw even get land past Ishekiri, like where Tompolo come from, the Warri South local government. So Ijaw even have more land than Ishekiri. But Ishekiri was passed due to what Awolowo did with them. They started sending them to school. I could remember one of the vice chancellor back then in UNN was from Ishekiri. Any Ishekiri person, now straight direct entry to UNN. So they start extending. You don't go to Warri and go say Olu of Warri near where an Ijaw man or Ishek or Urobo man, then a better slap for your neck. Because the Olu of Ishekiri is not recognized. If you could remember the coronation very well last year, people come from all over Nigeria. Did you see any Ijaw man there? Did you see any Urobo man there? You understand? That is the place where we will say this is our king. There was no one Urobo man there, no Ijaw person there. You understand? So it's a whole type of politics. And the funny part of it, this Olu, it was the Oba. The Oba play a good role because he also married from the Oba family. The Oba of Benin. Yeah.
Okay.
He married from the family. So the Oba play a great role and also happened to the Oba, they have this flair. Oba also trained the Obi. Sorry, I can't remember the name very well. Of Agbo. I don't know the title name called of Agbo. That the father died. They started training him from 2 years. You understand? So the Bini also have good relationship with Agbo. I think right now they started extending it. So him himself, being also a young man, he can't withstand the palace. And the former Olu also was also having problem with the people because he became born again, started changing everything. The root against him, the problem was too much before he died. So there's a whole lot of problems. So I think we are seeing more people keep coming to the palace, but I would say he is playing a very good politics to also attract people for him to gain strength.
Because I mean,
even like trying to beg and bring people come to him more than him attracting people.
Because I was surprised, even the 1-year anniversary, pretty much everybody just go from the owner of Arise News, Beria Mama, they just strip down to the place pretty much. I was like, come on, I don't they worry for like 2 years now. Nobody cares about Nitiolu of worry. But all overnight, it becomes something national how to recognize and all that. Like, what is going on here?
Yeah. Oh, wow. And truth be told, the Olu of Warri is not a federal king.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not.
It's not a
first class king. It's not a first class king.
Other than say they get oil to their kitty at their backyard, but it's not a first class king.
It's not a first class king.
And they can intimidate people. So, but what they do very well is that they have more opportunity to work like as full-time staff. This is where they take advantage more of the Urhobos and the Ijaw. Because the Urhobo and the Ijaw, many years ago, they make mistake. They start doing this area boy thing, like Lagos thing, you understand, fishermen, security, and the likes. Meanwhile, the Shekiri people went to school, started working full-time in NNPC, Shell, Chevron, Warri refineries, and the likes. And the more you grow, possibility that you can bring more people you're in.
Yeah.
So these are the things. So when the Urhobo started noticing all those things, that's where all the problems started happening. Other than that, it's not a big deal. So if people say, oh, this guy, they attract, I want to believe that he is playing the politics of like begging people that, you de Obiagbana, Mama, this thing. I better come visit me now to make me look more powerful, to make me look more strong, like they come pay homage. And there's also a controversy that is taking another wife. I don't even know how he will manage that part.
Yeah.
He's taking it already. He's in the process.
And he's doing all this born again king. Oh, my God, on the TikTok of another wife.
Hey. The spirit told me.
We like to hear that word in Africa. We like that word. The spirit is God. The spirit is God.
Paul, please. You said something about the refinery in Warri. Why is it not working?
That's a Nigerian problem.
That's a different.
Now they just successfully turning out to politics now.
That's a federal government problem.
Hold on. We are going to keep to time. This is 3:17. We've been recording for 3 hours 17. I didn't even think we'll make it this far. So we'll end at 3 hours 30 minutes on the spot. So you guys want to go into the refinery or want to continue? I leave it to you guys.
It's strange. You know what someone
that's a federal government problem. That's a federal government. Don't be worried problem. That's a Abuja problem.
You know what someone told me? They said these big guys intentionally kill the refinery. They still clean it on time so that Dangote will build another one for them, which they will have a lion share.
No, that's a wrong way.
That don't add up economically. Not even add up.
Let me use a local phrase that you can understand very well. Remember, in Nigeria, every ministries and parastatals, if you had an appointment there, everybody will happy that you are making money. Mm-hmm. Then every Nigeria always condemn NFA, today NFF, my brother. So you want to make everybody the chop money, make NFF no chop money. That's how I'm die. You understand? So if I got an appointment in NFF, so you want me to do well, so that Nigeria going to win all this tournament, then I'm not going to make money. It's not possible. You understand? It's not possible. So everybody want to make money. So it's pure politics. Anybody go there. Let me use another wrong way, another phrase again. Do you think the old money Wike spend in this last primaries and the likes, do you think it's only River State money? It is River State plus bunkering money. River State money is not even enough. Plus bunkering money. Now there be the real bunker. Now they do all these things. It's not only River State money. He spent more than even what River State make. So where did he get that money? Wike that has never worked before. As he didn't work in any chamber. He don't have any chamber. He don't work for any chamber. He don't get any chamber. You understand? So where did he have all this money that he's spending? So these guys, whenever they enter, they look into all those big farms. You forget the honorable, that's the woman that slapped one of the guy in House of Representatives. He said they send me to oil and gas. You can't come out me for the oil and gas committee. Can't they send me make I go Meduguri? The woman slap her. So why do you want to be in my own time? We'll make things work, then I will make money. You think not only journalists collect brand envelope? You understand? They collect Ghana must go in dollars. You understand? Real time cash. So it won't work. But the refineries are working. It's just mere maintenance. The refineries are working. If we sell that refineries now, if we try to do what America does, if we try to make Nigeria more of a capitalist, not this type of thing that Dangote is enjoying, this monopolistic way of doing things. That monopoly, if we sell our refineries now to private sectors, say Shell buy Warri refineries, Chevron buy Port Harcourt 1 refineries, ExxonMobil buy Port Harcourt 2 refineries. If they sell all those refineries, that refineries will work the same year. The same year, those refineries will work. You understand? So it's just mere politics.
You don't even need to sell it. You don't even need to, just give it to them, rent it to them.
No, good. Just let government just even sell it for ₦1. You understand? Like I bought school chairs and desks in a school district here in Arizona. I bought 3,600 school chairs for $1. The desks, I bought it for 50 cents. You understand? And I rent a U-Haul to go carry that thing. I rent a U-Haul for like $90, and I pay Mexicans to carry those things $700 to move everything to my place. Is it not funny? You understand? So just to do their paperwork very well, that they didn't dash it, let it not look like they're biased, they just sell it for me for $1. In excess of it, it costs the school district more to trash it.
Remove big problem from their side.
It costs them more because it's bulk trash that they will pay people to come carry it, to take it. So to them, well, we sell it, but they sell it $1. The decks, I didn't even bid for the decks. They just asked me, do you really need this? I said, yeah. They say, you got to pay for it. I said, how much? They say, just go bid for it. I bid for it under 1 hour. They approve it. While I'm there, 50 cents.
You see, we will export our crude. We will import fuel. It's not good. Those ruling us, are they dummies? I don't know. Those who are ruling us, I don't know what is in their skull.
No, they are there to go make money, period.
All refineries,
they are there to make money, period. Nothing more. It's just to make money.
And every year they budget money there. And people are working there collecting salaries.
My uncle showed me, you know, I'm from Delta Steel Company, Alaja. That's my own village. So my uncle showed me 1987 or 84. I couldn't remember this time now. My uncle showed me when they changed shift, 10,600 workers change shift. They were running 3 shifts just to change shift. Just imagine the job that helped my village. As at in the 80s, we already have light because of to be from my village. You understand the great development it brought to my place and the likes. They channel a seaport to that place. The road was massive, like massive wide because of we carry heavy duty.
Today, sir, you go that area, you go see no say okay, there's something. This place not really the place before.
They put trains from Delta Steel Company to Ajakuta, all the way from Delta to Kogi. You understand? There's a rail that connect together, well structured. But guess what? Delta Steel is not working. The boys where they don't steal all the old cables, everything they do. Soldiers stand for outside, but nothing there inside. The things that they can steal, they keep stealing it.
Nigeria
I mean, even the worry before, worry now not happening place now. Now there men they go flares, they go party, everything, you know. But now everything I don't know how that place they just turn upside. But the whole region from Warri to Port Harcourt, everything just flip overnight. Companies begin to go Lagos.
You see,
it used to be like small London.
Babiyala came to kill everything. Babiyala came to kill everything. They killed everything, messed everything up.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm Babiyala, but we have
unqualified workers working.
I think that is simplifying the whole situation. But we have 6 minutes, so I give everybody 2 minutes to tell us, as Rudolph says, what keeps you up at night?
How we will sell Nigeria? How we will sell Nigeria and share the money, and I put my own in my back pocket and go my ways.
I like that. I like that from Onochi.
I will sell Nigeria. Money in my back pocket.
That's funny.
You should say your back pocket must be very big for the money to be able to fit in there.
If you sell Nigeria, if you collect $200, you are lucky. You are lucky. You are lucky.
Oh, my brother.
Because we are many.
Right.
We are 200 million Nigerians who will share them.
Okay. We'll
at least you'll be contented. Say, at least I sold this is my own
You got your share. You got your share. All right. I don't think Dangote will be happy with that $200. Everybody getting their share.
You can go to hell. Me, I don't care because it's his own problem. His own problem. I don't care.
Oh man! All right. So, Ovie, what keeps you up at night? Is it your kingdom or what is it?
No, my kingdom is safe because I know that as time goes on, I will just go make deal with the caliphate.
Okay.
You know, I'll just announce my village to under their protection because as it is now they lead. Yeah, just taking everything.
So as Ishei donated Warri, they are part of Warri to Yorubas. You okay? I see. If it has been done before, you just repeat it.
I think I pay attention to that space, follow how the guy take come or everything. Nobody actually make sense to me the way Paul put it. And I understand, for the fact that I understand that area. I was living Paul, you go know, Udu Road.
Yeah.
Oh, maternity, number 7 maternity road for where like that. So exactly. So I understand how that place is. But I don't say Olu of Warri. I just hear Olu of Warri. Nobody really cares Olu of Warri there anything. When they pass in front, all those kinds of things. Nobody hear anything. But overnight, that place begin agog with almost all the first class king in Nigeria, the politics. Everybody was like, come on, what's this guy? Who be this guy? But now that you actually put it in a very simple, I understand what is that. Yeah, yes. I think I'll follow that guy template. I need to be his friend. Then he should tell me I need to do him.
So which one you go wear? You go wear crown like Pope, or you go tie turban?
No, you know me now. And put it just like the way they since that guy staff, they just overnight, then they build the palace, buy him a new crown. They bought the guy a new crown now. What's his name? Amaju and Co. They put millions, they buy the guy another star. So I will say I'll go modernize my own thing. It's not going to be now because my place now the only thing we will go be brave for now tourism, a city of rocks. There are more rocks in my town than houses. Like when I mean rocks, exotic rocks. So
right.
I'll find a way to.
Your 2 minutes don't go. All right, Paul, what keeps you up at night?
Well, what keeps me up at night is Nigeria. Nigerian problem is killing me. Just like I said the other day. June 4th, my birthday was June 16th, but June 4th, I didn't celebrate my birthday this year because I lost my younger brother.
Oh, okay.
So that really
condolences again.
That really affects me. But guess what? Immediately I lost my younger brother, that automatically makes me put 2 of his kids in compulsory scholarship. You understand? And meanwhile, I am super, super hard on my own kids. Why? The greediness of we, yeah, you understand, because of the problem in Africa, we push our kids so much, even when they are doing well, just to go get scholarship because we don't want to bring money out of our pockets. Because we have so many people that we are training their own kids, and these kids will graduate from school and we watch these kids in their convocation ground say, I can't but thank my dad or my mom. They never thank their uncle that pays school fees for them. They thank their own parents. This is what keeps me up at night. You understand? I send all this money to train my siblings' kids, and I'm pushing my own kids to get scholarship because I don't have money to pay for them here. That is wrong. If tomorrow my kids don't even take care of me when I'm old, will I really want to blame them? You understand? I push them so much, even when they're doing well. This bothers me a lot. I can't wait for Nigeria to get better, because if my daughter can take a student loan, if she can't get all type of scholarship that she needs, can take a student loan and go to school, you understand? Then it's easy. Why would our country be so good to set things like that for them, so that we cannot be taking all this compulsory thing? Oh, I have only 2 kids. The last time I checked, my dick is still working. You understand? And the people that are training them, they keep making babies. You understand? But they run for me. Oh, it's time for school fees. It's time for this. This is what keeps me up at night.
Well, thank you, Mbana, Eshegon, Nagode. I forgot. I keep forgetting Igbo. Dalu. Yeah, right? Correct.
Dalu. Yeah.
Dalu. I forgot. Terra. I forgot how Terra people say their own. My friend taught me again. No, not that. It was. It sounded like Nagode. Yeah, I don't remember. But I say Barang from my Oshekupo, and I say Barang from my people in Gambia, and Asante Sana from my Swahili people, for being with me and keeping me company on my first time live streaming. Yes, I podcast, but I've never done live streaming, so I shall do a live stream.
You try. We'll give you 4 over 10. We'll give 4 over 10.
Well, just buy me my Shine Bubble. I'm a Shine Bubble, so buy me a star. Well, if you bring Gulda, me and you will fight. If you bring Gulda, me and you will fight. But bring my
what about Stout?
Well, if you bring Nigerian Guinness, okay, we are fine. You know, who's this mic? Somebody want to join last minute. If you don't have your mic, turn on your camera. I can add you, because we're about to shut it down. So if you want to join, I see you, Mike, but you don't have your camera on. So thank you, Destiny. Yes, Destiny, you were fantastic. You contributed a lot, and I wish you had come on stage. You know, this person here, this Mike, I don't see camera on, so you're suspicious. So yes, we the whole Nigerian thing. I have my little my first nephew. I don't think Baba understands some things, and I'm like, sometimes it's hard, you know. You're trying to tell people, like, look, we want you to succeed. Just because you're back home, I don't want you to suffer. I know the suffer already is there, but sometimes it's like they want you to bring your hand and stick them and hold them, and let us go and take the money. Like I say, I'm telling you, this is how to get. You know, I'm trying to connect you. You are a photographer. I don't see the pictures they are taking. How can I help you? How can I promote you? Yeah, and you want me to spell everything out for you, and I'm like, my brother, I can't. And they will say your uncle is wicked. But I'm telling you, like, you know, if you make content, we need to see the content. So I can tell people, like, do you need photographer for your wedding? See, I get person. Take. And it's like I'm asking for too much. Because, but if I say there's church program happening here, I don't need to finish the sentence. My guy will be active. And I'm like, why? Why can't you be active when it comes to your own craft? You know? So I wish, you know, they will understand. But me, I sleep. I will go and sleep, because I'm tired of being worried over stuff like that. And yeah, I wish people will understand. So yeah, we'll continue to. I have hope. I don't give up, and But at the same time, I'm down if Onochie's plan happens and they sell Nigeria and they give me my 200. I prefer 200 million, but they give me 200. So, everyone who joined us today, please don't forget to like the videos, share it with your friends. We'll be back on Saturday. What time on Saturday, Paul? Again, let me not mess it. Oh, 11 a.m. New York time. We'll be back on Saturday.
Yeah.
What time on Saturday? Nigerian time, but you all figure it out. You have
8 a.m.
8 a.m. 8 what?
8 a.m. Pacific. 8 a.m. Pacific. Then
they count Pacific.
4 p.m. Nigeria.
4 p.m. Nigerian time. This man counting Pacific. Who counts Pacific? We didn't count London for Onochie here. So come on. Saturday is when we do politics.
I don't have problem.
Yeah,
London is 3 p.m.
Yeah, London,
I think 3 p.m.
London, 3 p.m. The Onochie is, he has the Queen's internet, so that man is on top of things. The reparations that the Queen of England don't want to give us, Onochie is already collecting it from their internet. So
no, they are still sucking my marrow here.
Hey, don't give out the. I told you, just get me that gene from the Queen's Palace. When you get that gene, that's one of my revenge. And I'm not supporting England in any tournament still.
I will inquire.
Yes, please. So don't forget, like the videos, share it to your friends, keep supporting this show. And yes, there's also a Patreon. You can support Dr. Tamaji's there. And if you want to find me, I'm Raphael Harry, host of White Label American. Find me on all podcasting platforms. I'm also on YouTube. I don't have videos of myself on YouTube, but you can listen to my podcast there. You can subscribe, White Label American. You can subscribe, like my videos, share it with your friends too. And if you want to give me money, I accept dollars, pounds sterling, euros, naira. We need to talk. If you bring naira, we have to talk about that. We don't do naira. We don't. All right. Have a good night, everybody, or good morning, wherever you are in the world. Take care, stay safe, and be awesome.
Good morning.
All right.
Thank you, Ralph. You really did well.
Adios.